Hang on, how do I add some more stuff? This music player is... I'll just select them one at a time. This is going to include the CN ops. So thankfully this list I found has up to Ling, right there that you can see. We'll just ignore all the dudes. I can't be bothered remaking this myself. If you want to make one of these, you need to save every photo and then you upload them at once. Okay, there's too many categories. We need to start deleting some categories. So let's, whoops. Delete this one. We don't need this either. Let's delete that. All right, I think we just need that many tiers. Give me 1 sec. Is this gonna work? Yes, here we go. Okay, we got the bubble tier for the absolute garbage. This is the garbage tier. This is, if I had the power, I would delete you from the game tier. So S tier is the ones that I genuinely really like. You can turn down the music a bit though. Is it that loud? Alright. That should be okay. Yes, we're doing the waifu tier list. So hang on, let me... should I just drag the guys out of the way? It's probably not worth the effort, is it? Who else is there? There's not that many guys in this game, so it shouldn't actually take that long. Okay, let's get more of you up here. And this sort of randomizes the order as well. You. Oh, we've got the clear divider. Have I missed anyone from here? Oh my god, there's too many female characters in this game. The guys list is going to be so much quicker. Right. And we keep going. Okay. So is there really just this many guys in the entire game? Oh, I missed X here. Oh, and Flint. Looks like a dude. Mudrock. Oh yes. I was looking for the you know, the out of suit Mudrock. I think that's it. So look at the divide. There's all these female characters, and there's just these male characters. Oh yes, and Frost. There's like nothing. So barely 3 rows, just a little over 3 rows versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 and a half rows. You sure there's some that aren't missing from here? I swear to God there are more dudes in this game than this. Is Passenger in the wrong spot? Wait. Is Passenger hiding amongst the women? Where is he? I legit can't see him. Hang on. Where the hell is Passenger? Oh, there he is. All right. Let's do this. So. We could start from the top down, but it's going to be a lot of trash right at the beginning if we start top down. So how do you want it? Do you want it top down? Do you want it random? How should I do it? Just pick someone at random? Okay. Just put Bubble. Yeah, let's start with Bubble. Right there. Grade S trash. Hate this operator. Hate the voice. Hate the look of the character. Just I hate literally everything. Everything about this character. There is nothing about this character that I like. Straight up, want to delete her. Give me power for one day, I delete her. Literally deleted. I'll sort of roughly grab someone from the middle until we clear most of them. Okay, Folinik. Right, Folinik. I like the fact that she... I like the fact that Folinik turns into damage when you activate her skill, which is kind of cool. The ears are like a cobra. You know, like the cobra's... I don't know what it's called. But the arch of the cobra. Basically, that's what it's trying to emulate. Because I believe she's based off the cobra. Her design is kind of cool. Isn't she a monk? No, I swear she was a snake. Yeah, the hood of a cobra. That's right, it's called a hood. Yes, I quite like her design. She's a mongoose? You sure? Let me look it up. I swear to God she was a snake. No, she's a snake. Look, snake. So, she's got a mongoose on it, but she's got two snakes. What's going on? That's just weird. You know what? That puts her in C tier. She was cooler when she was a snake in my mind. Sorry, Folinik, you dropped down to C tier. You're not as bad as Bubble, but you're in C tier. Alright, let's pick one at random. Oh, Aichetto. Now, Aichetto has the heterochromia, which is quite cool. I like the double eye color. Let me actually bring up Aichetto's art. Now, there are a lot of snipers in this, but I do like the fire chicken. Fire chicken is kind of cool. And her spell effects are nice. I also kind of like her Red Riding Hood outfit as well. And she's got a composite bow. Love composite bows. I do archery. So, already in my good books. I believe she is Griffin themed, yeah. Fire chicken. So Aichetto, for the moment, we'll leave you in B, but you might jump up to A. We'll see. We'll see. Her skin is quite good. The criteria are basically whatever I say. Whatever I like and dislike. I don't think Fang was a Vulpa. I have no idea what Fang is. Alright, let's pick another one at random. Franca, you go into the bubble tier. Hideous art. The art on this operator is absolutely hideous. Specifically the face. She's got an absolute butter face. I do not want any of the characters that I like to ever be done by this artist. This art is absolutely hideous. That face, only a mother could love. And those shoes look so stupid. The shoes look so dumb on top of it. There's nothing I like about this design. The outfit looks terrible. The only thing that's cool, that's kind of cool, is the sword. I like the sword. That's it. The shoes, terrible. What's with the uneven stockings? Are you that incompetent? It's not even like it's uneven for a purpose, you know? And the face is just ugly as hell. It's just So I started with her, and I'm not gonna lie, she gave a very bad first impression of the art in this game. You go into the bubble tier. I wouldn't delete you from the game. I would delete your art from the game and get someone else to do it. All right, Mouse. Okay, Mouse, good operator, very good 4-star. Highly recommended that you use her, but God, she's whiny. I do not like whiny people. I really don't like whiny people. No. The bubble tier is not exclusive. Bubble is the worst of the bubble tier, hence why it's named after Bubble. But there are others who are just really annoying. With Mouse, she is shy, but she's too shy, and the shy is done in like this over-the-top forced anime way that I absolutely hate. But she's not that bad, so she goes into the C tier. But she's not the worst thing ever. She's not Bubble tier. Could have been worse. If they'd given her a voice like Bubble, oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, we'll pick another one at random. Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain. Awesome name. You've got a very cool name. Your design, though, is kind of dull. And your skills, while they're kind of interesting, it's not that interesting to use. Honestly, Heavy Rain is, to me, just frankly kind of just boring. It's not really that there's much negative about it, it's just that there's not really anything positive. I find Heavy Rain to be, frankly, quite dull. I was really disappointed when I got her. I thought she'd be a lot more interesting. Alright, Wishlash, we've got MILF Nerle, basically, over here. Now, the E2 art of this operator. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. I just gotta bring for anyone who hasn't seen this art, because I had not seen it until I did an account review. And oh my god. Wishlash E2 art. That is so... When I saw this, oh my god, this is so funny. It's just like the dumbest thing ever. However, barring the stupid pose, she's based off of Pegasus, which is really cool. I love Pegasi. Chainsword. Those are awesome. Ever since having played Soul Calibur, I've always loved those kinds of weapons, even though they're slightly impractical. And she's also got a great voice, and her personality is funny and all that, so she goes into A tier. May not be very good in the game, but I think she's a fun enough character. The skin looks nice. Yes, like if you want something a little less comical, there is the skin. And the skin is genuinely really nice. Cool background as well, yeah. So yeah. Pretty cool operator. I do wish she was much stronger. Alright, let's pick another one. Fita. Okay, Fita the Panda. I do like her name. The play on her name. How she is... the name means Iron Eater, and obviously pandas gotta eat a whole bunch of that stuff. So... I do like the name. I, however, do not really like her voice. She's got that overly nasally, kind of bratty voice. But it's not the worst. Also, I'm not a big fan of giant, big, punchy fist character designs. Like Vi from League of Legends. Hate her design. Vi in League of Legends is one of the worst design characters. I do wish they'd picked someone else for Arcane. Absolutely just now, to be fair, Fita looks way better than Vi, but I can't stand Vi's design. Everything about her. The fact that she's got it written on her face, the stupid giant punchy arms, you know, great character. Like the personality of Vi, fantastic. But the actual character design just looks stupid. And I feel like if they had designed the character from scratch for Arcane, they would have designed someone quite different. Yeah, her art just sucks. Just sucks. However, Fita's not that bad, and she's kind of fun to use, so I'll leave her in the B tier. Alright, oh, Dusk. Now, Dusk is my favorite of the Dragon Sisters in terms of her design, and I do like how she's a bit quiet. Dusk is a good example of a shy character. You have whiny shy in Mouse, you have cool shy in Dusk. I love the look of her abilities. Her abilities in particular, the ink effects and all that are so awesome. Also the, what's it called? The live 2D and everything is just done really, really well. So yeah, Dusk looks awesome. I think, honestly, we might have to go into S tier with Dusk. We'll put it tentative S tier. We'll see if it gets a little crowded up there and she needs to move out. But I think Dusk might be S tier. It's a combination of her abilities, her having a good personality without being an absolute pain in the ass, and cool effects, the cool animations. I think Dusk might end up being S tier. And I was kind of bummed that I couldn't pull her at release because I was saving for Ash. I wanted that 120 guarantee. Alright, next one. Lapland. Now, Lapland, mega popular character. I believe in the top 5 in China. I do like her gruff look, like, you know, her scruffy look, to me, is quite cool. But, and I do like the memes. The memes are great. Lapdum is hilarious. But I don't think she's that awesome. I think the yandere thing is kinda meh. I don't know. I just don't think she's that awesome. I think she just sits in the B tier. She's not terrible, but she sits in the B tier. Alright, let's pick another one at random. Oh, Nerle. Now, Nerle. Nerle was the first operator that I met in game that I hadn't seen before I started playing the game, because you meet her very early in the story, where I was like, that's a cool design. Because you have to keep in mind, I started this game with goddamn Frank. Franca was one of the starter operators of my team. So when I see something like Franca, what am I supposed to think about the art in this game? Then you play the first chapter very early on, Nerle comes in to the rescue, and you're like, okay, there's some cool looking operators, you know, that aren't 6 stars. Now the question is, how do we balance it out against Radiant Nerle? Because if Radiant Nerle is better than her, should she be in a higher tier and therefore Nerle sits in a regular tier? Or, you know, how do we do it? So I think for now, we'll put Nerle in S tier until we get to Radiant Nerle, and then we'll decide if we have to move. Give me 1 sec. I just want to see something. Yep, still available in store. Here's Dusk with her new skin. I mean, just look at the effects. It looks really cool. Really cool. And then You've got all the nice spell effects. And this is just her skin. I love her design. I think she's really awesome. You know, Dusk is great. I really wish I could afford to get her. Sadly, I don't think I ever will. Alright, let me just do a quick order battle because I'm about to hit stamina cap. Yeah, the long tail as well. I like the dragon. The dragon theming. So we'll put Nerle in S tier for the moment. All right, let's pick another one at random. Scene. Now Scene. I love the fact that she's a photographer. I love the fact that she's a photographer and that her drones are all cameras. Ability-wise, I love her theme and I love her. You know, her ability style, the way she works, and all that. And I also love how when you activate one of her skills, she yells "Panorama." That is hilarious. You know, that is really good. The fact that she yells "Panorama." However, her voice does bring it down a bit. Because her voice, like when she speaks normally, kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. And she is a great unit to use. But she's not that annoying. She's sort of in the same tier for me as, same situation as Fita a bit. So Scene is gonna go into B. Alright, next one. Cliffheart. Let's have a look. Cliffheart. Now, default Cliffheart, I think her design is really dumb. I don't like default Cliffheart's look. We will mildly weigh the skins, right? Because if there's a skin that can fix the major issue of the character, then, you know, we shouldn't hold it against them. And with Cliffheart, she has some really cool skins, like the mountain climbing ones. You know, those are cool. I think it fits her personality a lot more. It gives you a much cooler design. So we are gonna sort of judge it on that. And she is a good operator to use. Really nice starter unit that they give out to you. So, but she's not like spectacular. So we'll put her in the B tier, but I'll put her like ahead of these. Maybe I don't know if I like her more than Lapland. Who knows? I'll leave her in the B tier. God damn it, I got another stupid specialist chip. I need guard chips. Alright, let's pick another one. Now Magellan. Okay, Magellan. Magsy. Penguin Sledder Magsy. I love the memes and the little art and the chibi stuff for Magellan. Like, she's adorable. I love how she's, you know, a working professional. You know, she's got a proper job as a scientist. She's out there exploring. Total Pingu. Penguins are adorable. Does not have an annoying voice, thankfully. It's pronounced Magellan. They just spell it slightly off. So, I think with Magellan, for me, a big appeal of her is the fact that she's a scientist and she's got that proper professional career going. So I think we're going to put her into A tier. I think Magsy deserves it. She's adorable in that non-overly cutesy, annoying kind of way. Alright. And also, summoners are cool. Then, next one. Skyfire. Skyfire also kind of suffers from that butterface. Does Skyfire deserve to be in the bubble tier? Does she deserve to be down all the way down here as well? I mean, let's do a bit of a zoom in on the art before we judge. Skyfire. Let's bring it up. Let's judge. Default art. It's better than Franca. The outfit's more interesting. It doesn't have the stupid stockings. The shoes aren't as moronic. Also has a cool looking weapon. The E2. The spell effects are nice. Kind of uninspired art though. The flaming cat though. The lava cat. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. The skin. It still has a little bit of that wonky face to it. But I do think the actual like environmental art of the skin is cool. How she's allergic basically to the water at the beach. Does she deserve to go in the bubble tier though? Is she that rubbish? Is she that rubbish? I don't think so. Like, when you compare it to Franca, it's not as bad as Franca. So she'll go into the C tier. And also, she's kind of terrible to use. Alright, next one. Exia. Apple Pie. My starter 6-star. The one that I rolled for on the starter banner. The one I specifically went for when I started this game. I went for Exia plus any other good 6-star. And it was Exia and Suzu. So, where does she go? Does she actually deserve to be in the S tier though? Has my opinion changed over time? You know, because keep in mind, when I started, I may have gone for her not because I thought she was S tier, but because she wasn't as ugly as some other characters. AKA Franca. So, do I still think she goes into the S tier? Now, with Exia, I love her E2 art with all the machine guns, the wings, the gun wings. That's kind of cool. I like her abilities. I think she's fun to use. I love the fact that she yells apple pie randomly when using her skills. She's also very encouraging. She's very nice. She's a very nice person. She's a bit cultish, I'll be honest. She's when you promote her to E2, if you've never seen that before, let me just say, she basically thinks you're God. You're the second coming of Christ. So she's, you know, a bit clingy. And she does not have any cool skins either. KFC skin is okay. I'm not a big fan of brand skins, and her other skin is terrible. So, does she belong in the S tier? I don't know. I don't know. Does she go in the S tier? Maybe. It's hard to decide. I think we might have to put her tentative S based on where she started for me in the game. And we'll see if she drops down. We'll see if she drops down. I definitely don't think she's as good as these other two. But we'll see. Alright. Next one at random. Radiant Nerle. Now, Radiant Nerle to me is Nerle, but the cooler Nerle. She is easily S tier. 100% S tier. Now the only question is, do we bump down regular Nerle because Radiant Nerle makes regular Nerle look less cool? Do we need to add an S plus tier? Do we need an S plus tier just for distinction? I think we might need to add an S plus tier just for my few favorites. My few favorites. Let's do it. Let's add a row above. And let's give it S plus. And we're going to put it in the dark blue because it's my favorite color. Well, they don't have my real favorite blue. And then we'll put in the bubble tier, we'll put in Grey, the reject, the deleted, forgotten tier. Radiant Nerle, you go right up there to the S+. S+ tier. Love everything about this, the design of this character. I love her abilities. Actually, will this search? Radiant Nerle. I think her design is awesome. Her weapon looks cool. Her E2 art with live 2D is even cooler. The background of the horse is awesome. You know, everything about her is great. And yes, even that little bit of side riff. I'm pointing at my screen because I can't move my mouse without moving the expansion. But that little bit of side riff over there. That's cool. That's cool. You know, I also love the leg guards as well. Everything about her is awesome. Like straight up. I love the look of her abilities. Her kit is cool. Her event is great. I genuinely, Vaintex, welcome. We're just gushing about Nerle at the moment. So yes, Nerle straight into S+ tier. Love her. Awesome design. All right, next one. Oh, you can see the live 2D right here.
今にして思えばマリアには剣よりもカジハンマーの方が向いているのかもしれない。あの飾らない情熱が
And she's got an awesome voice.
永遠に続いてくれること。
Her voice is absolutely awesome. Hang on, where is the name of her voice actress? I always forget where they put the artist and the voice work. Oh, it's down here, isn't it? It's not written in English. Ayane Sakura. Yeah, she's the one who's doing, she's also doing Golden Glow. She's got really good range. Yeah, like she can do like the cuter characters, and she can do the you know, the tough women, which I really like. Let's have a look at some of her. A quick pause, a quick break into the anime, just to see what other stuff she's done. I want to point out if anything stands out to me of other performances that I've really liked. She was also in. Let's have a look. Yeah, she can even do like the young, you know, like young boys and stuff on occasion. What else is there that was really good? There's got to be something. She was in Weathering with You. No, not the main character. Psycho Pass. She plays the protagonist in Psycho Pass. Yeah, she plays the protagonist in Psycho Pass. Not a big fan of the design of the character, but I love the voice and the actual character herself. What else is there that she's done, which is great? I'm trying to find like particular characters. Darling in the Franxx, awful anime. Now she was in Kino no Tabi, but was she in? I don't think she was in the original. Yeah, you see, she could play like little girl characters like this as well. Yeah, she's got some serious range, this actress. Oh, she plays whatever girl in My Hero. Whatever her name is. Ochako. What else has she... Gosh, she's been in so much stuff. I guarantee she's made a lot of money from this franchise. She was in that as well. What else? She She did a bit of the remake of Sailor Moon. She's done quite a few main characters. I'm seeing a lot of mains pop up. So she's definitely gotten herself really well established. But yeah, she's got such good range. This is an interesting anime, this one. Oh god, this piece of crap. Okay, let's go back to the list. But yes, Radiant Nerle, amazing. I want more of her voice. Specifically, I want the adult voice that she does. I really like it. All right, next one. Pure Stream. Pure Stream, let's have a look. Now, Pure Stream is got a really weird art design. What is with this outfit? Is she meant to be a plane? She genuinely looks like an aeroplane. Like she's meant to be in whatever that other gacha game is with aeroplanes and boats and stuff. But yeah, she is meant to be one of these, but the outfit just looks really funny. But the thing is, it kind of suits her weird personality. She is a little, like, quirky and strange. But I don't think she's an amazing character. Honestly, I think she's just going to go into the... she might even go into C tier alongside Heavy Rain for being kind of dull. But she's got a little bit more going for her, like a little bit more interesting. So I think we'll put her in the C tier. But I don't know. I don't know if she's as good as these other ones. And she was made for a good cause, which is quite fun. I'll leave her in B tier. I think she's fine. She's a little bit more interesting than the dull characters in C. All right, next one. We've got Reed. Reed has an awesome design. I love the design of Reed. Anything dragon-like generally has, my favor automatically. I like the horns. I like the flaming, like her heart is made of molten lava and it's about to melt through her chest. Flaming tail. Love the cool spear. Obviously reminds of units like Radiant Nerle and such. Cool looking character. It's a shame she's not that good. I really wish she was better. I actually sort of slightly built her up and didn't end up what's it called? Didn't end up using her in the long term. Cool looking character, but just not that great to use. I'll put her in the A tier. I think I like her design. I would be 100% in favor if they make an alternate version of her. If they made an alternate version of her, you could imagine, like, if they made an alternate version of her where it's like an upgrade, the same kind of upgrade level as Nerle to Radiant Nerle, she could be really awesome. Like, you could have a really awesome looking character if they did an alter of her. And she's a really good candidate, considering, Nerle as a 5-star. Nerle is a bit better as a 5-star than Reed, and a bit more popular. But I think they're roughly in the same kind of area where if you could justify Nerle, you could justify Reed getting an alt. So yeah, I do hope she gets a better treatment, to be honest. All right, next one. Nightingale. Now, Nightingale. So happy when I got her from recruitment. She has a very classic design, like, really simple. The only real difference from her, her archetypical design is really the horns, to make her fit into Arknights world. This E2 art in the cage is awesome. It perfectly fits her theme. It matches the cages that she can drop. I think the addition of the little bird is adorable. And then you can go for the gothic style with this skin, which is just so awesome. And I'm going to be buying this skin. So, there's no need to beat around the bush. Nerle she goes straight into S tier. And in fact, I think she may be high S tier. Verging on S+. Maybe over time, she may become an S+ tier. I think her design is really cool. She's really, like, it's got a really classical design. And they've done a really good job of it. And what I really like about it is that they didn't go the route of making her a lolly. Because A, I hate lollies. And typically in anime, her design type will be done in the lolly style like this. Which I hate. Decent anime, loathe this character design. Absolutely loathe it. It's a solid anime, but man, this design is just revolting. Revolting. So I'm really glad they didn't do that, go that route with Nightingale, because usually, whenever you have someone of Nightingale's like type, you know, the sort of gothic recluse, you know, in the dress, they almost always make it a lolly, and they're just hideous. Right, next one. Meteor. Ara Ara. Ara Ara. One of my early snipers. She was my early second sniper alongside Exia. I love her voice. She has a great, smooth voice. Her E2 art is quite simple, but effective. And then this free, I believe this skin is going to be free, upcoming for us. Really lovely. Lovely skin. Love the vibe of it. Totally fits her personality. I love the, what looks like Italian Riviera setting. It's just... yeah. Really cool looking character. I do wish she was stronger. She's a good candidate for a 5-star altar, to be honest. I think she might... I can't decide if she's the same level as Whislash, or does she go into the low S tier? I think she might go a high A tier for the moment. We'll see if we need to move anything later. I think she'll go in the high A tier. I reckon if she was a stronger operator, I mean, she's perfectly fine as a 4-star, but if she was a stronger operator, I think I would possibly rate her higher. And also, if she was a higher rarity, they probably would have done a bit more with her in the art department and the ability effects and all that. But yes, I really like Meteor. Okay. Next one. Ooh, now this one has a bit of a conversation to it. If you saw my commentary on the live stream where they showed off Near Light event and Radiant Nerle, I actually said that it wasn't a big fan of Flametail's design. Let's zoom in on her and have a look at her design a little bit better. So we've got the squirrel, or chipmunk, I'm not sure which one it is. Considering it's meant to be based on England, I think... aren't chipmunks more common in England? And then we have the E2 art, which is just a giant coat of arms. Kind of cool. I like the pose. It's Polish. Right, then it's probably a squirrel then. But her design is just a little bit messy and a little bit overdone. So for example, she's got the armor on just one ear. I find that a little strange. I get that it's meant to be emulating like, you know, soldiers that have the armor on just one arm, like on their forward arm, and to keep their other one... oh yeah, sorry, I got confused with Victoria. And they keep their other arm, you know, loose for more mobility. I get that's what it's trying to do, but it doesn't make any sense on the ear, because it's not like she's fighting it's not like she's fighting with her ears, you know? I do like the mismatched, how the armor is built from bits of what she found, but I think they've done a bit too much. They should have cut back a little bit, to be honest. Also, I get that this is an Arknights thing, but that plastic armor sheet thing that some characters have is just, to me, it just looks like plastic wrap, you know? It's a little overdone, but actually using her and her in-game sprites are super adorable, and her animations are great, and when she goes like full Sonic and just dodges everything, it's really fun, you know? It's quite cool. Like, I do kind of like her actual in-game sprite, because obviously with the sprite, a bunch of the detail is lost when you look at the small model, and it actually looks better. So I'm going to leave her in B tier, and in fact, I'll put her up there. So she's brought down by her art, but brought up by her abilities and her actual in-game design. And her skills are really fun to use, and I really like how she's like mega dodge mechanic, and she also buffs your allies with super dodge. She's really fun. She's really fun. She's genuinely fun to use. And in Near Light events, there is a stage where you can test her out. Okay, next one. Ooh, okay, we've got Schwartz. Schwartz. She's on my list where I actually want to get her. Let's zoom in a bit. Let's zoom in. Because this one, I'm a little undecided. Hang on. What did I misspell? SCH. Oh, I put the T. Ah, what's going on? Right, that's what I need. Stop moving. I like the hair. She's got cool hairstyle. I like the way they've incorporated the cat aspect, the feline stuff. She's got some cool equipment, awesome looking crossbow. I love when you activate her skill 3 and it turns into this like mega crossbow with like ballistic missile arrows. You know, it's totally cool. The spell effects and stuff for her E2 art is awesome. There's just one problem. I hate her outfit. I think her outfit looks it just looks stupid. It just looks stupid. But you can improve it with this skin. And this skin, I think, is a massive improvement. I think it looks way cooler. It still keeps all the cool stuff about the equipment and all that. The only thing I would change from this is I would get rid of the hat on the skin and just keep the old hair. Keep the old hair because with the old hairstyle, and you've got yourself the perfect Schwartz skin. And she's a really cool operator to use. I love snipers. I love her skill 3. It's just so awesome. Congratulations on getting her yesterday. And I find it hilarious that she's actually sitting on a radio tower. The pants on the skin are different between the art and in-game. This skin or her E2? But yeah, this is a really cool skin. So I will not hold the things that I don't like about her default against her. But I love the fact that the bow just goes super giant. It's so cool. Go to Ace ship. Okay. Hang on. Ace ship. Oh, nice. Yeah, her other skin is kind of dull. It's just a standard Christmas thing. I think this is not as interesting, nowhere near as good as this. The only thing I like about this skin is the actual environmental art, like the 2 little dolls, and the animation when she's in the base and she puts the 2 dolls in the present box. That's adorable. But the actual skin itself is not that interesting. Okay, show SD. What's different? I'm not really seeing a difference. Pants have more metal gear. It's still got the 2 clips over there. The shoes, I suppose, are a little more designed on the sprite. And that's just a pattern on the side. It's just grip. It's not actually... what's it called? It's not actually metal. It still looks pretty much the same to me. But yeah, that's quite cool. And then... you just look at her defaults. Yeah, I still think it looks kind of... Her default sprite just looks a little goofy to me. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. But when you get that skin, it kind of improves just about everything about her. So where do we put her? I don't think I'll put her in S tier. Not for me. I think she's going to go high A tier. Her abilities are cooler than her design for me. Particularly that skill 3. Alright, next one. Hoshiguma, Demon Girl. Alright. The Demon Girl. Now, when I first saw her, because I did look at... before I started to play, I looked at... oops, I forgot the H. I looked at all the starter banner characters, the 6 stars, to see who did I want to begin with. So I did know her design straight away, and she does... her art... her legs are really awkward. Like, actually look at her legs, and look at the perspective of her body in relation to her 2 legs. It looks really weird. It just looks so strange. And then you look at the E2 art, and she's still got kind of weird legs. It's okay. But, you got to admit, this goddamn skin is so awesome. It's such a cool skin. This skin improves everything about her. The ability effects, the actual art for the skin itself, her in-game sprite, the little animations, everything is just so much better with this skin. So, we're going to rate her on the assumption that you buy this skin. And if I was going to use her, I would get this skin. For me, I only buy skins when there is a significant improvement on the default. Yeah, honestly, I agree. She's like C tier without the skin. But with that skin, we can put her up into A, honestly. I just think her abilities need to be more interesting and such, but with that skin, definitely A. Very much like her. Next one. She's a raccoon, right? What's her name again? Robin. Robin the Raccoon. Now, I love trash pandas. Trash pandas are awesome. Funniest, one of the funniest animals in the world. Rocket Raccoon, great character. Sadly, Robin embodies none of that. She doesn't have anything that I would think of when you say this is a raccoon character. Oh, she's absolutely depressed. She's completely dead inside. And the difficulty in making a character that is like that, dead inside, you know, very quiet type character, is you have a great risk of creating a boring character. And sadly for me, that puts Robin in the C tier. Now, she's not as bad as these ones. I think she's just really kind of boring. Very good operator to have. Everybody should build at least one trapper. But man, is she completely uninteresting. She's completely dull. Her skin is definitely an improvement. But the best thing about her skin is the raccoons around her. She should have her skin should have made her look like one of these raccoons. But yeah, she's just not that interesting. Next, Pinecone. Ah, lovely, lovely Pinecone. One of the few characters in the game with a cutesy voice that doesn't make me want to blow my brains out. And what makes it work is the things that she says. How she's always asking these questions about, you sure? And she's kind of hesitant, but she still goes for it. You know, she's got some strength, you know, to her. Despite that, she's basically like if you did mouse correctly. And she's a great operator to use as well. I really like Pinecone. I always want to get her on a new account. I recommend everybody use her. Everybody should build her. So, we're going to put her into A tier. I very much like her. She's not amazing, but she's a great operator. Frostpunk, we cleared it. We survived the mega winter storm. Actually, we sort of overkilled it. We had way more resources than we needed. Let's have a quick look at this Pinecone skin. Oops. And then she's got the idol skin, which makes it look very much like Sora. It's a cool skin, although I prefer her default, personally. Okay, next, Zema. Now, Zema has great base animations with her skin. That skin that was available recently, those animations where she does the full-on Russian squat and all that, very funny. But is she that interesting though? There's nothing about her though. There's nothing about her that makes me dislike her. So she does not drop into the bottom tiers. You got the big bear. Her design is frankly a little dull. And this is a bit of a problem with the Ursus student characters, is their designs are all kind of samey. They're all kind of samey. You got the street skin, which is quite cool, and then you've got the motorbike skin, and she's got really great animations, but she's not that interesting to me. However, she's not in the dull tier, and she's not in the bubble tier, so I'm gonna leave her in B. Tamimi, absolute creepy ass looking character. Tamimi is an absolute freak of a design. This thing is just almost everything I dislike. I think the outfit looks stupid. Why is she just got this like loincloth thing? I get it's meant to be a jungle thing, but it's just dumb. I don't like the timid, weak ass posture. You've got no strength, you've got nothing for you. And the tail is disgusting. That looks so gross, that tail. Like it's just filled with pus or something. Like if you got a needle and you just poked it, it would explode in pus all over you. There's nothing I like about this design. I think it's absolutely hideous. The only thing is, you get a significant improvement when you get the skin. The skin, however, is so much better. She no longer has that mega, curled in on herself posture. The tail is actually not as big. The outfit isn't stupid. The staff looks cool, Much better design. But I still don't like her personality. Default, she's in the bubble tier. In the default, she's genuinely in the bubble tier. But if you take that skin, you maybe put her at the bottom of C tier. It does enough to get her out of the bubble tier, honestly. No, she's not going into bubble tier. The fact that she has a good skin saves her from it. Alright. Next meme. The Hoot Owl of Death. Robo Owl Telopsis, who I finally got from recruitment right before the Solace holiday. The stuff she says is hilarious. I like her design. I like the fact that she lies down on the furniture in the base and just keeps her eyes open. I like how when you tap her, it makes her error out. She's got cool art as well. Even her default looks cool. I like the outfit. It all lends towards that owl motif, the owl silhouette. And then you got this really cool, like, electronic meets, magic spell effect. It's really quite cool. And then if you want her looking more normal, you've got the skin as well, although I prefer the default. Really, really fun operator. She goes right into S tier. Easy S tier for me. Love Telopsis. And her voice is just perfect as well. Telopsis straight into S tier. Next, meme. Yeah, her tap animation is great. Okay, we've got, this is, I always get confused between this one and the other one. This one's Wildmane. Wildmane is like a, now this is not out in global, so for those of you who haven't seen it, let me bring her up. Wildmane. Is that not correct? Oh, it's 2 words. She suffers from similar busyness problems as Flametail. I think her personality is less interesting than Flametail. And she's not as fun to use. So honestly, Wildmane, you kind of go down there, to be honest. I think Flametail is like just better in every way, to be honest. The art, like the background is cool, but the actual character art itself is just, it's kind of dull, to be honest. It's not that interesting. I'm not a big fan. I have her on CN. Not a big fan of her design. Next meme. Tsuki Nogi. Now, Tsuki Nogi, one of the worst operators in the game, sadly, has one of my favorite voice actresses of all time. Oh, whoops. Tsuki Nogi. Easily one of my favorite voice actresses. But she's so rubbish to use. Her default look is really bad. The fringe just looks like, what the hell is this? But then you can always fix it, and you get this much cooler looking operator when you get her skin. And I really like how they replace it with the candlestick. The E2 art is definitely an improvement over the E1. Still the hair and all that just doesn't look great, but the deers look awesome. So where does she go? I feel like she's a bit of a wasted opportunity. You could have a much cooler operator, and that voice actress, she deserves better. I'm gonna kind of put her in the B tier. Around there, honestly. If I thought she was awesome, I would have bought her skin and I would have used her. I put my money where my mouth is. And since I didn't do that, it means I don't think she's that amazing. So she goes into the B tier. Wrong one. Oh, wait, a bit too far. Alright, who we got here? Galactus. Recently pulled her blind off of a blind recruitment for the Undertides account that I gave away. I do find it interesting how she's always got the lollipop in her mouth, although it makes no sense in this one how it's mostly sticking out. That's not how... You're gonna drop it. The railgun is quite cool. Her abilities are mildly interesting, though a bit dull. She's not that interesting though, she's really forgettable. Honestly, I reckon amongst 5 stars, most people forget that she's even in the game. Genuinely. This is a much cooler skin, and she's got the I can't remember what it's called. This type of bike. I think it's called a Tesla wheel or something like that. But she's kind of forgettable. She's going to go at the bottom of B tier, to be honest. Yeah, she's kind of dull. Maybe she might even go down into C tier alongside Robin for sort of the same reasons. But her design is a bit more interesting. No, honestly, I think she goes down to C tier. I think she goes down to C tier, to be honest. Next one. All right, we've got May. May is the less cool Pinecone, sadly. I do like her personality and her energy. You know, very Professor Layton's assistant kind of thing. Her voice is not that annoying. Slightly annoying, but not that annoying. I can't put her higher than the B. I think I'll put her alongside C, to be honest. I kind of have the same feeling of her as C. Next, Meme. Alright, we've got Vanilla. Now, the 3 stars, most of them are really, really dull. Sadly, a lot of 3 stars just don't have much to them. And I think Vanilla basically falls into the same... Vanilla is like a 3-star Galactus in terms of just being kind of boring. It's kind of forgettable. I'm going to put her in the C tier, to be honest. No, she's not bubble tier. She's not that annoying. She's not that bad. I'll put her down here. She might even go, like, around there, to be honest. I don't know. She's kind of dull. Really forgettable. Next one. Provence. Okay. Her design is quite cool, and I like her skin. She's got the mega floofy tail. And this, the wolf in the background totally looks like the wolf from God, what am I thinking? Ragnarok Online. When you play a ranger in Ragnarok Online, you get a wolf pet and it looks just like this. Yes, it also does look a little bit like a Digimon. And then she's also got... this skin is really funny with all the crabs and the animations about the crabs keep stealing her stuff. That's really funny. And this skin is kind of cool. I like the look of the wolf and the environment in this. But even her defaults looks great. I think she's a solid looking operator. Decent to use as well. I think I'm going to leave her in A tier, to be honest. We'll leave her right where she is. Next one. Istina. Nerdy girl. Now, I like smart people. I hate dumb operators. I hate dumb, and I hate weak. And I hate pathetic. Those are three personality traits I hate. Istina doesn't have any of those personality traits, which is good. She's introverted, but she's not weak. Not very good to use, though. Let's have a look at her art. Yes, I bully the dumb and the weak. That's pretty cool art. And this art is even better. Love the monocle. Love the study area. This also makes it look a bit less like the rest of the Ursus students. They look, you know, does suffer a bit from similarities. References to Agatha Christie, one of my all-time favorite authors. Let's have a look. Yep, so you got, in the bottom right, you got the ABC murders, the 3 blocks. That's one of Agatha Christie's books. I think one of the food things on the table is what one of the characters got poisoned with. Yeah, I think there's also like several murder weapons and stuff. Really cool looking skin. But where does she go? I think she kind of goes around here. I think she goes there. I think she goes roughly in the middle of B. That's kind of where I see her. All right, next one. We've got Frostleaf. Very weak character, and I do not like her design at all. I think the, you know, delinquent streetwear looking thing is a bit bland. That E2 art makes her look even younger. The faces, the eyes are massive. I don't know why. I don't like the headgear thing. It just looks. She looks like the emo hacker who types really quick in those crappy CSI shows. You know, kind of dull, to be honest. Kind of dull. Yeah, I don't really like her. I like the gold certificate that she gives me. But is she bubble tier? Nah, she's not that bad. She kind of goes around there. She's like the Skyfire of guards. Alright, next one. We've got Indra. Now, Indra, apart from being an awesome name, she's a much better design for like a street, you know, streetwise type of character. She actually looks like she belongs on the street. The art is kind of dull. Like, what is with this weird looking white tiger? And there's very little to it. I don't know. She's also not that great to use. But her design is kind of cool. Like, she does look decent, you know? The tiger's cute. It's just really random. You've got this really tough person, and then there's a random little tiger. I think she'll probably go into the B tier, to be honest. Her design is good enough, I think, to get roughly to there. Yeah. A lot of first-year operators that aren't 6 stars have very standard art, particularly at the E2. Yes, but Silver Ash's winter skin is... Oh god, that snow leopard is so cute. So cute. And the animations on it are adorable. Next operator. Sure. Eminem, Rap God. I think she's hilarious. Just the way she talks. Just the way she talks is so funny. And how they commit to it. They completely commit to the bit. Everything she says is fast. Literally everything is fast. And I also like her, you know, her fireman outfit. She's not wearing like something, you know, completely bland like Frostleaf. She fits the design, she fits the theme. The only thing is though, she would work better as an operator like Flametail, with like the speed and the dodge. You know, you give Shaw's voice to Flametail, and that still works perfectly. I think she might even be in A tier. Honestly, I think Shaw goes into A tier. I think she's funny. I think she's adorable. Yeah, honestly, I think Shaw goes into A tier, to be honest. Next one, Lazy. Now, Lazy, apart from not being a very good operator, her design is a little bit much. The horns just look really weird. The hair wrapped around the horns, I'm not even sure if it's her hair. I don't really know what it is. She just looks a little strange, you know? The E2 is a little bit better, but the face gets worse. I like the spell effects. I don't know. I don't really like her, honestly. Lazy, you kind of go down to the top of C tier, to be honest. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. I feel like she needs a little something different. Also, I would like her outfit to fit her ability style a bit more. Like you've got this crazy horn and the crazy hair, and then you've got this really just dull outfit. Not a big fan. All right, Kiara. Now, love her voice. She's got this really lovely, sweet, soothing voice. And her design is awesome. Now, she is not out in global yet, so I'll show her. And the little drones, the little, drones that she's got, they look really cool. And her E2 art is just awesome. So that's what her drones look like. Her E2 art is just so cool. Her abilities are great as well. She's fun to use. She combos well with Gnosis, and if you combo well with Gnosis, you are definitely in my good books. Let me put on some other music. What else have we got? So yeah, I think she looks really awesome. And in fact, you combine the voice, you combine the abilities, plus the art, she goes into S tier. Honestly. Straight into S tier. Love it. I love so much about her. What was that last song? I'm not sure. I skipped past it. I'm not really listening to the music. Someone will have to mention it. This right now is Bagpipe theme song. And yes, and she's a free operator, and she's really fun to use. Wallamont, yes. I was playing one of the Wallamont songs. It's either the boss theme or the Mudrock theme. Sorry, the Mudrock theme or just the regular battle theme. But yes, I love Kiara. Love her design. There's so much about her I think is awesome. All right, someone said we'd do Bagpipe while her theme is playing. Where are you, Bagpipe? Over here. So, Bagpipe. Where are you going to go? Let's bring up her art. So we've actually got her default skin, mega Scottish. Love the Scottish theme. Love the design of her lance. Her lance reminds me of Valkyria Chronicles. There are units in that use lances. Reminds me very much of that. And it's also got a bit of a... Valkyria Chronicles has a theme to it that's very similar to what you would... Bagpipe would fit right at home in that game. Then her E2 art, I do not really like her pose, but the smoke and the dragons and the smoke coming out of her lance, that's really cool. Really cool. And then you've got the skin, which I actually don't like more than her default. But it is a fun skin. And her base animation, where she just waves the flag around wildly, that's really cool. Yeah. She's got some cool designs, and she's really good to use, obviously. Very powerful operator. makes her archetype look good. So honestly, I think we might go into S tier. If she's low S tier for me, but if when they make her in English, they give her a good voice, give her that nice Scottish accent, oh, that'll make a big difference. And her voice lines are really funny, like, you know, real country girl stuff. It's great. They gave her a fun personality. I really enjoy that. Next one, Warfarin, Vampire Medic Doctor. So, with Warfarin, I really enjoy using her. I love vampires. I think the little comics and stuff involving her are always very funny, super adorable. Her Halloween skin animation where she does a magic trick of going into a hat, turning into a bunch of bats, is great. That's all fun. The only thing that holds her back for me is that her design is visually just not that interesting. I think what automatically holds her up is the fact that she's a vampire. Like, if she wasn't a vampire, she wouldn't be... Like, she would almost fall into the boring tier, to be honest. But the fact that she is a vampire is... already brings her up. And she's really fun to use. But I don't think I can justify putting her higher than A tier. I think... Honestly, I think Reed's design is actually cooler. Warfarin's gonna go here. I really like to use her, and I like her as a character, but her design, I think, does let her down a bit. Next one. I got a request before for Nian. Where is she? She's over here. Alright, let's do Nian. So Nian, other dragon sister. Not as cool as Dusk. Not as cool as Dusk. I do love her live 2D animations, particularly the one on her skin where you tap her and she threatens to burn you alive, and then she laughs about it. Oh man, that's fun. Her abilities are great as well. I love the look of her spells. I like the design of her kit. The only thing is, is she worthy of going S tier with Dusk? Or do I put her down into the A tier? Now, Live 2D is a little bit of an unfair advantage, because if everyone had Live 2D, it would be slightly different. I feel like she's like S- tier. Roughly the same as her power ranking, S-. I think the fact that she's got a good personality makes her more interesting. So I think we'll put her at the bottom of the S tier for now. Next one. Kafka. Fun to use. I like the sleep. Thorns is not a woman. I like the sleep. Do not like anything about Kafka's design. I do not like anything whatsoever about Kafka's design. I think if you just look at her, it's like, what is that? What the hell am I looking at? I also really don't like characters that have like bandages or eye patches, like they've just come straight out of hospital and it's permanently there. In anime, characters that wear eye patches are amongst the worst designed characters in anime. And this is really dull. And now the skin is funny. The skin is funny. And I did put it to a great Christmas theme song. But does it do enough to save her? I think the skin does enough to keep her out of the bubble tier. But where do you go in the C tier? I think you're kind of around there. Around the middle of C, to be honest. I like using her, but man, is her design just so dull. If she didn't have that skin, I'd be strongly considering the bubble tier. Strongly considering bubble tier. Next meme. La Pluma. La Pluma. The lovely Corvid girl of De Solace Holiday. The story carrier. That sweet voice. You just want to protect her. And when she's on the home screen and she greets you, oh my god, she's adorable. Oh my god, she's so adorable. And she's great to use. Her archetype is great, the giant scythe is cool. Corvids are amongst my favorite birds because they're smart. And what do I like? I like smart people. What do I hate? I hate dumb people. So, La Pluma easily is in S tier. So, but where does she go in the S tier? I think she goes next to Kiara. We might do some adjustments later, but she's definitely S tier. Easy S tier for me. Yet when you select her, she says funny stuff. Her base interactions are great. La Pluma, fantastic. Fantastic operator. Easily one of the most interesting 5 stars to arrive in a while. Next meme. Gravel. Now Gravel, I need to show you a video for Gravel. Every time I use Gravel, this is what I'm reminded of. Let me just briefly pause the music.
Alan! Alan!
She's all neck and legs, look at her.
Oh, I am looking at her.
Stop looking at her.
You just told me to look at her.
Ow!
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 Ow! That's right in my throat, that. John, I don't think we're allowed to wee here.
It's fine, just keep a lookout. What was that? That was me zip.
Whoa! Where did all these come from? You know me, lads, I can't wee with an audience. Alan!
Bear Grylls? Bear Grylls? What kind of a name's that? Are you an animal or a bit of an oven? I bet you went to private school, didn't you? With your mates Badger Hobbs and Gas Stove Squirrel.
At the Copacabana, music and fashion is always the passion at the Copa. Hey! Are you filming me in the bath? Get out! Away, man, I'm naked. You better not put it on YouTube.
Oh, so that's not Alan. Steve.
That's Gravel to me. Every time I use her, I'm immediately reminded of that video. I also love her personality. She's got that full ara energy to her. When you recruit her, how she embarrasses you, that's really funny. Excellent operator to use. Obviously, really fun stuff that you could do with her. I got another specialist chip in a row. Jesus. Let me put the music back on. But yes, Gravel is awesome. Now, as for actual visual design, I like her E1 more than her E2 in some ways, because her face looks a little weird in this one. I've always noticed that because, you know, obviously when you've got the operator headshot, you know, when they're in the team, it always looks really weird to me. But the skin is really cool. That's a cool looking skin. Very slick, very classy, very, you know, special agent undercover, about to shank you in the back kind of look. So, where does she go? Honestly, I think she goes into A tier. personality, abilities. The skin's pretty cool. Her E1 art is perfectly fine to me. I'm going to put her into A tier. I do like Gravel. Click. Okay, Click. The drone rat. Basically the live streamer / YouTuber character. Let's bring up this art. Let's bring this up. Specifically this E2. What the hell is that? This art is so goddamn ugly, and this is even worse. Click is just rubbish. The skin is hideous. This art sucks. What's with that pose? E1 is really dull. Don't even like the default design. You got an annoying voice. You may be good, but man, you're annoying. And God, you're ugly. Is it worthy of the bubble tier, though? So the thing about the bubble tier as well is that the other operators are also kind of rubbish. Like well, not Franca's not that bad, but for a 5-star, she's seriously underwhelming. Do I put you at the bottom? Honestly, I like you less than Tamimi. You got the bottom of C. I got another special. I got 4 of these in a row. For God's sake. I'm going to have to do some converting. God, that's annoying. Honestly, I think at the end, Clip might drop down, to be honest. I think it might drop to the bottom. Next meme. Okay, we got Cora. Turtle Lady. Tanky Turtle Lady. The lines that she says are quite funny. When you, what's it called? Particularly when you fail. She's got some good voice lines. She's a solid operator to use, though her abilities are kind of dull. The only thing, one of the things with Cora, though, is that her design is really bland to me. I find her kind of dull. I think her personality really brings her up, but the design is really meh. So I think, honestly, I think Cora, she's in the B tier. She's got enough going to her not to fall down to C, but I don't know. She's just not that interesting. Next meme. Indigo. Oh, gorgeous design. Love the hair. Her new skin that I got on CN. Awesome skin. Her abilities are kind of interesting as a charge caster. She's just not very powerful. I'm a bit torn on this. Whether she goes into the B or even the A tier. Because I think her design is really cool. But she also doesn't have that much presence in terms of the personality and such. I think she probably goes more in like the high B tier, to be honest. I think she goes up there. Her art is great, but the personality-wise, it's just not that interesting. Next one. We got Murr, who is basically like the healer, the medic version of Mouse in terms of personality. Therefore, you can go right next to Mouse. Timid, weak, pathetic. You may be pretty decent, but my God, you just annoy me. So you're going right next to Mouse. You belong there. Jackie. Now, you may be based on Jackie Chan, one of my favorite actors, but I don't like your design. Your skin really does improve you a lot. Your skills are kind of crap. Do you belong all the way down the bottom? Do I agree with China that she is the worst operator in the game? Least popular operator in the game? Or is she better than that? I do think she's got a more interesting personality than a lot of these other characters in the C tier. And the skin does kind of redeem her a bit, so I think she goes probably there. In fact, I'd probably put you further down. I think she goes up there. Like in the higher area of C. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And the skin really does a lot for her. And the fact that the skin is free is great. Next, meme. Catapult. Oh my god. Catapult. Voice I don't like. Design I don't like. You've got the same design problems as Frostleaf, and you talk for a goddamn hour when I recruit you. There's no discussion. You go straight into the bubble tier. Straight into the bubble tier. Straight down there. Not good to use as an operator. Not good design. Don't like the voice. Don't like the dialogue. Don't like the personality. There's nothing I like about you. Straight into the bubble tier. She's not worse than Bubble. Not worse than Bubble. We'll see if there's someone worse than Bubble. We'll see. Next, meme. Alright, we've got Sora, the pop star. Sora's kind of fun. She doesn't deserve to be in C tier because her design as a pop star works well, and she's got a decent enough personality. But I don't think she's that interesting, to be honest. I kind of see her similar to being like, she's like the May of supporters. I think Sora is kind of over here. I think Sora goes over there. There's not that much more to do that. Also, Pinecone kind of outdoes her with Pinecone's art, the skin. Next, meme. We got Breeze. Breeze is like a... I don't know. When you compare it to like Telopsis, she's just not that interesting. But she's not that bad in design. I think Breeze is like the medic... the Zema of medics, basically. Oh, the track was like an extended version. Sorry. It was a 10-minute version of the track. I like Breeze's design, which I think is the main thing keeping her out of the C tier. Like her visual design. I don't have any other music downloaded, and I don't want to play the random playlist because last time there was a copyright strike on some of those songs. So I think we're just going to have to just do a bit of a bigger playlist. Do this. Let's do this. And if anything is no good, I'll just skip it. Okay. Yeah. Breeze over here, I think is fine. Next one. Mudrock. Now, Mudrock. This is a controversial one. Because everybody loves Mudrock beach skin. Everybody loves, you know, Mudrock out of the suit. But for me, I think E1 Mudrock is the best. And I think you lose the unique design of her. Galatia, there's actually a point gun emote. She's really fun to use. I like the design of her kit. Her voice is awesome with the modulation. But I think she gets worse when you get the skin and when you look. The E2 art looks kind of cool. I do like how the E2 art, the background of it, Mud Rock. I think the background of her E2 art is just simply awesome. Everybody loves this skin. I like the in-game sprite for this skin, and the animations are really adorable. But I feel you lose much of the uniqueness of Mudrock. That said, Mudrock is still absolutely awesome. So I think Mudrock goes up into the S tier. But I do think she looks better in the suit. And I like the modulated voice. So yes, Mudrock S tier. Next, meme. Texas, one of my starter operators. Love her kit. That big AoE stun is great. She's got some cool skins with the 2 red lightsabers. There's much about Texas that is awesome. The only thing I don't really like about her is I don't like the Pocky thing. Do you know why I don't like the Pocky thing? Because Pocky does not taste good. It tastes like nothing. It's weeb trash garbage food that they keep using in anime, that weebs keep thinking is cool, but Pocky is trash. I'm gonna lay it out there. Pocky sucks. It's a waste of money. It's a total waste of money. Trust me on this. If you're one of those weebs who keep seeing Pocky and you're like, man, one day they might start selling, imported Asian goods in my supermarket. Or one day I'll be in Japan and I'll get to buy some Pocky. Let me tell you, it tastes like nothing. It tastes like nothing. And the strawberry one just has this like fake, disgusting strawberry flavor added to it. Pocky is gross. That said, is it bad enough to knock her down? I don't think so. Pocky just, it tastes like nothing. If you think Pocky tastes great, your taste buds are dead. Are dead. Seriously. Yes, there's chocolate and there's like strawberry ones and there's different flavors, but yeah, Pocky is just, it's nothing. It's just a complete nothing. Pocky is the vanilla of biscuits. And by vanilla, I mean this vanilla operator. But where does she go? Does she go in the A tier? Does she go in the S tier? I really like her. She's definitely better than Lapland. So she's going in the A tier. But do I like her that much? Does she go to the upper end of A or the lower end of S? We'll leave her in the lower end of S for now. Zuiso, thanks for joining. I'll put her in the lower end of S. She might actually go down at the end. We'll see. We'll see. Next meme. Cruz. Coco. Beloved Coco. Oh my god, she's adorable. She's absolutely adorable. Easily one of the most fun 3 stars to use. Things she says are so cute. You just want to smush her face. God, she's cute. The thing is though, does she belong in S+ tier? I don't think so, because her visual design, while it does suit her personality and stuff, it, to me is not like is not a mind-blowing design to me. But I think she definitely belongs in S tier. Where on the S tier though? I actually have a similar vibe as La Pluma from her. La Pluma's like a less enthusiastic Coco. I think Coco goes into the S tier. Right there. Right there. I think that's a good spot. Melts Penguin, thank you for the follow. I love her personality. She's great. Next meme. Vulcan. Vulcan. Not a big fan of Vulcan's design. And really doesn't have much presence. I like the robot leg. The robot leg is cool. And I like the robot pull. I think that's quite cool. You know what? Actually, her E2 art has warmed on me a bit. I think it looks better without the hood. I think the hood brings it down a bit. This gives her more presence without the hood. The robot leg is cool. The shield's kind of cool. I like how the shield has the various weapons on it. That's a pretty cool thing. And she's also got the handle to shield smash people. Kind of cool. Honestly, I think Vulcan deserves to go in the B tier. Probably around... maybe around there. I think she's kind of cool. This tier list is based off a completely objective, factual rankings that I decide on the spot. I kind of look at overall a little bit, but, you know, as you can see, Click, who's a very good 4-star, is all the way at the bottom over here, so having a good kit cannot save you from disaster. Same with Robin. Next meme. Alright, we've got Firetooth. Now, Firetooth I'm not that familiar with. I do love my snipers. I do love her massive range. But I think ability-wise, the feel and design of Schwartz's skill 3 does feel cooler. Even though Firetooth's is, you know, that massive, big global range. I do like the design. The way they incorporated the bird motif. She does the coat of arms thing, which is a few too many operators have the big coat of arms background. I do like the blade lances. One thing I do like is how her gun fires what are basically swords. I think that's really cool. But she's not that great. I'm not a big fan of the booty short thing. It just... But I do love the greaves. The greaves look awesome. The greaves really look awesome. How it's got like the clawed feet and the back claw over there. And they've incorporated the birds, the peregrine falcon into it quite well. So I think Firetooth is going to stay into B tier, but I think we'll put her up over there. I think she goes higher end of B tier. Next meme. Cutter. Cutter is actually like a she's got a simple design, but I think it's effective and it's kind of cute. And the way they've made the, you know, her ears slash hair work as the bird thing, it's kind of cute. Does she belong higher than here though? I think her personality kind of lets her down a little bit. Honestly, I kind of get the same feel as Firetooth from her. I think she's going to go next to Firetooth, to be honest. Next, Lava. Now with Lava, let's bring the Altar as well, because we've got two choices. We've got Lava and the cooler Lava. Base Lava, for me, is completely dull. She goes right next to Vanilla. Now the cooler Lava, where does she go? Her spell effects are awesome. Her abilities are not bad. And she has a really fancy skin. So you got this pretty cool skin. So E2 art, and then you got this cool skin as well. That's pretty fetching. And her spell effects do look really awesome. I think she's probably like in the Indigo area for me. Next to Indigo. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Next one. Motomaru. She has a bit more personality than a lot of these, so I don't think she belongs in the C tier. She's not that great to use. I mean, she's okay to use, especially if you need someone with massive HP. She's honestly okay. She's much better than... She's a better Estelle. Much cooler Estelle. She could probably have a very cool skin. I think we'll put her right next to Vulcan. Yep, let's do that. Next one. Deep color. Murr. Cthulu herself. Spawns the little tentacles, which is very funny. Her whole design and kit and everything is very funny. And it's really appropriate the Undertides theme should come on right now because she was Undertides MVP in the Undertides challenge. I also like how they did put a lot of color into her outfit. But the E2 art just looks a little strange-ish. Also, I think it works better when this just looks like a hat, the weird ears. I don't think it looks as good as that. I do find the little Pokemon over there really adorable. She does look quite different in the E2 art. I think she's worthy of going into B tier, mainly because of her kit. I think she'll go around there. She'll go around there. I like her kit and her abilities more than her design. But she's interesting enough to get out of what is frankly the boring tier of C. Rosa. Now Rosa has the most interesting basic design of the Ursus students. But, and I love the massive gun with the huge harpoon. And the E2 art makes her look even cooler. But then, you've got this awesome skin. And her kit is really quite unique. I love the big anchoring shots. This gun just looks so awesome, honestly. I think she has to go into S tier, honestly. I think she goes right up into S tier. The really cool skin. I like her kit. I like her design. I like her massive gun. Everything, honestly. I'm gonna put her into S tier, even though I don't have her, and I may never get her. I'll put her into S tier. Next one, Myrtle. The flag bearer herself. Where does she go? Now, power-wise, definitely S tier. Is she annoying though? I don't think so. I think her personality is really fun. She reminds me a little bit of maybe a touch of Cruise, a touch of Pinecone. She's got this fun personality to her. But her design and all that, is it amazing? I don't think so, to be honest. I like her, but she's not S tier for me. I put her in A tier. She does greatly improve with her art. Skin is absolutely adorable. Next one, Earth Spirit. Probably the worst supporter in the game, but her design is not that bad. However, she does have basically zero personality. Honestly, I think she's sort of like the Galactus of 4 stars. Her design is too good for the bubble tier, and she doesn't talk forever. She does not have an annoying voice, but she's not that interesting. We'll put her into C. Liscam, right, the other Butterface. Now, unlike Franca, you do have a better kit. Do you deserve to go in the bubble tier? Now, with E1 art, absolutely. This art is worthy of the bubble tier. The E2 art is frankly dull. I hate the pose. I hate this anime pose where characters stand like this. It tries to make them look cute. It just makes them look moronic. It makes them look like idiots. But she's got a good kit. And her skins, especially this one, is an improvement on her default. However, in every single one of her art pieces, she's still got the butterface. Oh, her kit's good. I can't decide whether the butterface is bad enough. Because every time I look at her face, no matter what, I just think, God, that's an ugly operator. Does she go in the bubble tier? Or does she go around the bottom of C? Is she as bad as Franca? No, she's not as bad as Franca. Is she better than Click? Click looks better but has a more annoying voice. Honestly, I think you might go a little bit above Click. She's way down there. That art is just so bad. It's just so bad. Derna. Derna is like the cooler Liskar. Great operator, fun to use. I do quite like her. She doesn't have the strongest personality though. I think I'll probably put her around here. I like her kit, I like her design. It's a bit standard, but it's got enough to stand out a bit. Personality is just enough to avoid being boring. B for Derna. Ceylon. Love Ceylon's design. Absolutely love Ceylon's design. Kit is not the greatest. Personality and voice is fine. She's definitely in the A tier. But where in the A tier? I think at the bottom of the A tier is fine. Fine for me. Do we put her next to Schwartz? Just for the sake of it. But no. I think we put her at the bottom of the A tier. Next one. Snowsuit. I do not like this design. I don't know what this is meant to be. Like, what the hell is that? That's an improvement. But this is just... What? The skin's interesting. Are you sure she's meant to be a spider? Isn't she meant to be a bird? Given that. The hair. She's not the worst looking thing, but honestly, you can go down here next to Robin. I just don't find her that interesting. She suffers from that, you know, early operator symptom. If you're not high rarity in the first year, you probably got neglected. Next one. Platinum. Platinum. A very beloved operator. Where does she belong? I do like her voice and her voice lines. The checkmate is cool. The sound effect, the twinkle, when she activates her skill, is cool. Platinum. Her beach skin is one of the few good beach skins. And even her E2 art looks cool. I think she goes into A tier right there. Right there. I put her around Schwartz and Whislash. She's more like Whislash's daughter than Nerle. More related. She seems more related to Whislash than Nerle does. Next one. Silence. Sleepy Owl. Love the drone. CSI. I like the drone. I like the sleepy owlness. The thing is, we've already got Tolopsis, and Tolopsis is the better owl. She's sadly not that interested. She does suffer a bit from that problem where you've got a character where her personality is being subdued. You know, she's a subdued person, and so she doesn't end up having much of a presence or personality. The E2 art kind of sucks. That's a better skin. This is actually what her E2 art should have looked like, honestly. She's definitely... I think she's in the B tier, but she's kind of more towards the bottom. I think I put her down towards the bottom of B tier, to be honest. Spectre. Spectre's personality and voice are awesome. Her skin with the guitar, I think, is a big improvement on the defaults. Her default art looks a little weird, but her E2 with the sharks and everything, that looks really cool. And she's got obviously got a good kit. She's good, fun to use. Abyssal Hunters are inherently kind of cool, but I don't think she goes up into the S tier, to be honest. I think I put her... The pizza cutter, I don't think is as awesome as the chainsaw. So I think she stays in A tier. Angelina. All right. I know there's a lot of Angelina fans out there, but I'm sorry to say, I'm not a fan. I like her skill 3. I don't like any of the rest of her kit. I think that the skin where she has the blue spell effects, the art looks crap, but the sprite and spell effects are good. She's got a beach skin, but it's a pretty standard beach skin. The rest of her art is not very good. I'm not a big fan of her voice. I think it's a bit too... Whiny's not the right word, it's a bit too grating. Does she deserve the C tier though? Does she deserve to go all the way down here with these? Not really. She's got more personality than most of these, and the skins are pretty good, the spell effects are pretty nice, and her kit is kind of is actually decent with skill 3. The question is, where does she go in the B tier? Right there. Right there. The lower end of B tier, to be honest. I just don't think she's that awesome. I know there's a lot of fans. A lot of people are like, you know, oh, Angie this, Angie that. Nah. Saga. Hungry, angry dog. Yelling at random food. Her personality is awesome. Personality is amazing. I love Saga's personality. I love the vibe that she brings, all her little animations, her interactions, lines of dialogue, everything is great. She has a pretty good kit. I like her. I love how they managed to incorporate the pacifism into her kit by making her leave enemies to bleed to death. That's great. Does she deserve to go up into the S tier though? Or does she belong down in the A tier? Her strong personality for me is a big deal, I think. I think the personality definitely gets her into A tier. Plus, she's got a good design and some interesting abilities. I think, honestly, I think she goes there. So she's a decent way up the S tier. I like her. And she does have really cool E2 art. Next one. Carnelian. The operator that I called mediocre. And she still is mediocre. Even though she helped win the DeSolace MO stage. However, with Carnelian, I think her design is way cooler than her ability. And the look of her abilities, the sand shield and how she, bursts out the sand, that's pretty damn awesome. She's got a lot of really cool stuff to her. And if you play her ability to the Yu-Gi-Oh theme, it works really well. So she's definitely up there. I think we're going to have Carnelian somewhere in the A tier. Question is, how far up? I'm thinking Carnelian. It's probably there. High A tier. High A tier. Definitely much cooler design than her actual in-game power. Swire, sadly one of the worst 5 stars in the game. Not that interesting a personality. Not a big fan of your design. I kind of see you in the same realm as Lazy. I'm just going to put you there. Mulberry. More interesting design than many other healers. Very nice kit, very useful as an elemental healer. But I don't think you're that high, to be honest. I'll put you roughly in the middle of B. Iris. Iris is like a less cool Indigo to me. But she does have enough personality to stay out of here. I think Iris is going to go around there. I do like her visual design somewhat. Greythroat. Greythroat is basically like the sniper cutter. I like the little feathers in the hair. I like her spell effects. I think she's decently cool. She just lacks a bit of presence. I'll put her down past Derna. Have you heard Iris singing? You mean, was Iris the one singing on the live stream? Toddy Fonts. She's got really cool art for the E2. That's some really, really sweet art. And her abilities do have like a satisfying effect to them. But she's not spectacular. I think, honestly, she falls up here with these other snipers. With these birds. Oh, Trust One is her singing, right. Yeah, Toddy Fon's E2 art looks cool. I think she's definitely on the upper end of B. Granny. More personality than most. She's got a surprising amount of personality for a free Year 1 operator. She's unfortunately really weak. But you know what? She's kind of up there. I think Granny deserves to go over there. Next one. The 9-colored deer. She's really sweet. Her spell effects are really magical. I love her. Her art is absolutely gorgeous. She has the best production skill in the game, if you can be bothered to manage it. I definitely think she deserves to go into A tier. And I think I may actually put her up over here. Her art is great. Her production skill gives guaranteed byproduct after a certain amount of crafts. She builds up karma points every time you craft. And then after a certain amount of karma, guaranteed byproduct. This song is the Kyobi's Fungi Mist lobby theme. All right, let's get a few quick ones out of the way. Beagle, don't really like your personality. Don't like your voice. Your design is kind of dull. Honestly, I'll put you down there in C. Cardigan is like the cooler Beagle. I'm going to put you at the bottom of B tier because you just got a bit more to you. You are really dull. I don't even remember if you're Plume or... I'm pretty sure this is Plume. Put her next to Lava. Popcar, you are really annoying. Does Popcar deserve the bubble tier? Because she does have an annoying voice. She does talk a lot when you recruit her. She's a bit more useful to use though. And she does kind of whine at you. Plus, she's got the stupid eye patch thing that I don't like. So yes, Popcar, your overall design, you're going into the bubble tier. Hibiscus is like the uncool Ansel. You're basically the Beagle of medics. What else can we get around quickly? Conviction, bubble tier, absolute garbage design. Hate everything about this operator. Bee Hunter, bubble tier. Your art is just shockingly bad. Just looks like first day on DeviantArt kind of art. Jessica. Does Jessica deserve the bubble tier as well? She's weak, she's pathetic, she's whiny. However, she doesn't have a bad voice, and her kit is decent, and her art is not the worst. And she's got way too many skins. I'm strongly considering the bubble tier for her. Honestly, I think considering the number of skins that she's taken away from everyone else, she deserves the bubble tier. Jessica, you're going down to the bubble tier. Tuya, the heavy rain of medics. Not a big fan of her design. It's really dull. Seriously underwhelming kit. I very much regret spending the CC tokens buying her when I first started. I wish I hadn't. Let's do you. Dopey face. Not a big fan of your art. Not a big fan of your voice. You're gonna go over there. I don't even remember which one you are. Which of the berries that you are. Let's go for another one. Flint. Flint looks a little different from the others, which is probably her only real saving grace. Her personality is okay. She's got a skin, right? She's not even a berry. Yeah, I don't care. Pudding, whatever. Forgettable character. See, the skin art just doesn't look very good. She just got some decent animations in-game. Honestly, Flint, you kind of deserve to be up there in the C tier. Estelle. I used to think Estelle was kind of cool, and then I used her, and her voice and personality are just so irritating. You're kind of like the Beagle of 4 stars. You're going over there. Getting you out. Cideroka. Cideroka. I'm not a big fan of her design, but she's not the worst thing ever. She's kind of down here. Actually, Cardigan probably deserves to be a bit further up. Who else can we get through quickly? You, whose name I don't even remember. Completely forgettable. You can go right there. I think that's Absinthe. Or is it Mint? I can't remember. You're all the same. This one, who looks really similar to Fartooth, is like a less interesting Fartooth. You're kind of like along with Korra, so over there. Let's actually do some of the 3 stars. We've got Noir, Rangers, and where are the others? we're going to rank them all together. 12F, Durin, and I swear I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? Isn't there more than 4? Oh, there's Yato. Yeah. Okay. So of these, this guy's kind of dull, but he's mainly just boring, so he'll just go there. Durin is kind of cute. I think Durin goes alongside Cardigan. Yato is kind of cool in design. Personality is a bit too subdued, to be honest. So you can go up there. Mud Noir is sort of a little bit like Vulcan. Rangers, he has a cool voice, and he's got the most personality of them. So I think he'll probably go, say, with Granny over there. Done. Done. It's locked in. No discussion. Alright. What else can we get rid of quickly? Kirara. Super weak in game. Not a big fan of design. Don't like her overly cutesiness. You can kind of just go in this forgettable 5-star tier. Bina. Bina. Straight into the bubble tier. Interesting kit. Loathsome design. One of the absolute worst voices in this game. And in fact, you're all the way down there. Honestly, a contender for worst... Definitely a contender for worst sounding operator in the game. But the simple fact that a kit is better than Bubbles means she may not go all the way to the bottom. But I absolutely loathe Bina. Jesus Christ. She is so annoying. Monk Master, thank you for the follow. We'll do a few others. We've got Rope, who's kind of... She's kind of dull, but she's sort of more on the upper end of dull, so we'll just put her there. I think this is Mint. Mint, you're kind of forgettable. I'll put you up over there. Who else can I get rid of? We've got Beeswax, which a lot of people really like, but her timid and weak personality puts her way below Carnelian for me. I think Beeswax kind of goes around here. Bottom towards the lower end of B. Let's do a bunch of 3 stars now. Where are the other 3 stars? Are there any other ones that I'm missing? No, I think that's all of them. Oh, hang on. They're all down here. I knew there was a lot more. Oh, no. These are all dudes. That's right. All the 3 stars are dudes. They made them all weak. Orchid. I like her design and I like her voice. That automatically makes her a bit more interesting than others. I think she's sort of around there. You, who I keep getting confused with this one, you can go next to each other. Both completely forgettable. Melantha. I like the Melantha skin. The letters from Wessex. Her default design is also not too bad. But she's not that great. Honestly, I think I'll put her like roughly there. Melantha's not that awesome. People love Melantha because of the, you know, the guides and all that, but fairly forgettable character. Okay, let's start getting into some of the more interesting stuff. Oh, hang on, April. Does April deserve to go in the bubble tier for that Butterface? She has some of the ugliest art in the game. Does April deserve to go all the way down there? Let's see if the E2 art makes up for it. Straight up, hideous art. And the proportions of her body are completely off. She looks really munted. That's the art that saves her? That's the art that you think saves her? The skin is much better. The skin is actually kind of cool. I like the coloring is actually really nice. April, I don't think she deserves the bubble tier, but honestly, April, you kind of You're kind of around here. There, roughly mid C tier. Skills are interesting, but man, if I have to look at that art, I just can't stomach it. I just can't stomach it. Savage. Savage is kind of like the breeze of AoE guards. I'll just put you right there at the bottom. Utage, I like her vibe, but her art is really dumb. And now I know that people are obsessed with the booba. We're in the Darkest Dungeon soundtrack. I hate this art. The pose, it's got that stupid, you know, pointing toes inwards. This art looks kind of dumb. And then obviously you got the big booba art, which everybody loves. All the degenerates rising up over here. But her kit is good. I do really like her in-game sprites. Her little animations and stuff are good. So she doesn't deserve to go all the way to the bottom. I think I'm going to put her right here next to Fita. She's okay. Let's go for some other ones. Vermeil. Vermeil is kind of cool, but not that interesting. You kind of deserve to go roughly there. Let's just get you out of the way. Hayes. Hayes has a great voice. I like her lines. I like when you assign her to the base. There's when you assign her to the base, she's looking for the Katatsu. I love that. I love her attitude. Oh wait, hang on. I forgot to move the dudes out. I took them out. Hang on, dudes. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to come back out. Rangers, where are you? I totally forgot. We're not doing the dudes today. We'll do you another time. And did I miss another one? One of the other 3 stars? No, it's fine. Oh, 12F. Yeah, where is he? This guy. He's so forgettable, I forgot about him. Alright, let's get rid of him. I think Hayes is kind of fun. I like her personality. She is sort of up there with... for me, she's like up there with Lapland in terms of personality. So, we're looking at the B tier for you. Alright. Do we want another roast, or do we want another well-liked character? Actually, Scavenger, I'm just going to put you... Scavenger... I can't decide if you're here. No, Scavenger, I'll put you at the bottom of B. You're kind of okay. Waifu for the memes. Alright, Waifu. Her new skin is a very big improvement, but I straight up just don't like her design. The only thing redeeming her is the fact that she's a fast redeploy, and I love fast redeploys. Doberman. Doberman, the worst 4-star in the game. I don't think she belongs in the bubble tier. That's a pretty cool skin. I don't think she belongs all the way down here, and I actually do think her design is better than a bunch of these operators. Actually, you're cooler than these guys, so let's move you up. I'll put the 2 depressed people together over there. Doberman, you're like around there. Actually, you know what, Absence, you're kind of even cooler than these. Yeah, Absinthe, you can go up there. You're at the top end of C. Yeah, Doberman, you can go there with the forgettable 3 stars. Let's go. All right, next one. We've got this one, which is the other one. You can go with you over there. You're slightly better design than this. Actually, you're slightly less irritating than these 3, so I'll put you ahead of them. Okay. We're starting to thin it down to the good stuff. but there's still a lot. There's still some bad ones to pick from. Shiryuki, she's kind of cool, and I do really like her skin. Shiryuki will probably go up here with the other snipers. Then we've got Bybeak. Now, Bybeak is... Her kit is interesting, but she's not that interesting of a character, honestly. I think I put her... honestly, around there. Bybeak, mid B. Honeyberry, yeah, that's her name. Okay. Nightmare, another heterochromia character. Your kit is interesting, but not that great. I do kind of like how you're insane, but you're still not that interesting, so you kind of just go towards the bottom of B. Acid Drop, you're basically down there with Scavenger. Let's make that one quickly. Manticore. Manticore is... I like her kit, and she's got a fairly decent skin, but she's just not that interesting of a person. We'll put you there. Gitano, she exudes Ara energy. Very, like, a lot of it, and I do like her art, and she's got a really cool skin. This one. Gitano. Her E2 art looks cool, and then this is a cool skin as well. So I actually quite like her. I think I'm going to put her up there with Indigo. Does she deserve to be up next to Meteor? You know what? She does kind of have the same vibe as her, but it's... we have to compare it to the other ones there, and I don't think she's as high as this. I think she's lower than Whislash. Okay. Chen. Right, it's time. It's time for Chen. Super popular operator. I've bashed on her quite a bit in terms of her gameplay power. There's no denying that she's not that strong as an operator. However, her design is actually quite cool. Her abilities do look pretty awesome. And while we're here, we may as well do Summer Chen. We may as well do Summer Chen. There's no opinions over here. There's only facts. I don't give opinions, I give facts. Even if I say in my opinion, I mean in my fact. So, where do they go? We've got two of these. Now, they're definitely not in the C tier. They're way too interesting to be in the C tier. Is it better than the B tier? Honestly, I do think so. Do they go higher than A? I don't think so. I don't think they go higher than A, personally. I don't like them as much as Magsy. So I think Chen is going to go there. Now, does Summer Chen go higher or lower? Summer Chen's design... to me, I actually don't hate it that much. A lot of people really hate it. And to me, it's not that bad. I think it goes right there. A little more interesting than Warfarin in terms of the design, but you're not as cool as Reed. Oh, there's the duck. That's true. The duck. I forgot about the duck. Ooh, does the duck make it go into S tier? But I do think she is slightly worse in visuals compared to regular Chen. But the duck, though, the duck. Ah, the duck. The duck will have to be its own separate rating later. All right, next one. There's a lot of people who said I wouldn't like Kyobi because she's annoying. I actually don't find her annoying. And in fact, I think Kyobi is almost S tier for her personality, similar to Saga. And she does have some cool skins. And she's really kind of sweet. Her art is not that great. This art is a bit of an improvement. I think the main thing holding her back is her art, but her in-game sprites and her skills are kind of cool. And I like her personality. So I don't think she'll go into S tier. Her art's not good enough for that. But she'll definitely be high A tier. And I actually like her more than Carnelian. We're gonna go high A tier over there. I do like Kyobi though, but I feel like Saga is like the better Kyobi, to be honest. Next one, Promanics. We'll actually do Promanics along with who's the other one that's kind of similar to her? Oh no, hang on, we already did her. Alright, we'll just do Promanics by herself then. So Promanics, she's quite adorable. And I do really like her. She's got some nice art and some nice skins. Promanics. How did I misspell her? Hang on, she's not spelt like that? Don't tell me it's P-I-R. Oh, Promanics, right. Promanics. The art is cool. I mean, just look at that. Look at that giant snow leopard. That looks really awesome. And then you got this nice, elegant art over here to match the Silver Ash one. I quite like her design. And honestly, I think I put her like with Ceylon up over here. Honestly. I think she deserves the A tier, but not A tier. I think I'll put her up over there. We'll do some readjustments at the end, and she does have a nice voice. Okay, next one. Let's do Perfumer. One of my most used 4 stars. I like her personality. I like her kit. She's really quite sweet. I think you can go next to Jutana. I think easy right here. She does have a good voice work. I feel like Perfumer deserves a 6-star version. She really does. Okay, next one. Let's do Vigna. We can get that one done pretty quick. She's a bit more interesting than most of the early 4 stars, like the earlier on 4 stars. I kind of see her as being similar to Vermeil, so I'm going to just put her right there. Let's actually do Frost and Ash. We'll do Frost and Ash together. I think Frost is kind of cool. I like the voice work. Yeah, Frost is a woman. I like the voice work. I like the lines. I think they did a really good job of incorporating these operators from Rainbow Six. How cool do I think Frost is, though? Frost is like the Rainbow Six version of Schwartz and Platinum to me. I'll put her in the middle. Now, Ash, on the other hand, is definitely S tier. Does she go into S plus tier for me, though? Ash with the skin. Now, in terms of Arknights, with this skin is like a perfect fit into Arknights, and I love that design. Honestly, I think it belongs there with that skin. With that skin, Ash belongs up there. Not higher than Radiant Nerle, but I love her voice work, her voice, her lines are great, her animations are awesome, the skin is great. There's so much cool stuff about her. I like her kit as well. So yes, she's going all the way up there. Next one. Let's do Gabriel for this event. Gabriel is kind of interesting-ish. Her design is a bit dull, though. I'm just going to put you... You've got a bit more personality than some of these, though. I'll put you next to Sora. I think you fit over there. Right, next ones. We're really starting to thin out the herd here. Let's do Asbestos. Asbestos is not that popular in terms of her design and personality, but I quite like her. I'm going to put her up in the bottom end of A tier. I like her design. I like her personality. I like her kit. She's got an interesting voice. She's interesting, which is a big problem with many of the female operators in this game. They are just completely uninteresting. That's why there's so many of them down here. They're just so dull. Asbestos has personality. Alright, let's do Shamir. Now, Shamir is obviously one of those lolly things, which are disgusting. Lollies are foul. But her angry little girl personality is a bit more interesting than most. And I like her abilities. She's not that bad, but I'm not a fan of her design, really. Honestly, I think you kind of belong down here. You're kind of down there, to be honest. Not a big fan. You can stay down there. And the main thing that's keeping you up there is the fact that you actually have a good kit. Let's go Susuro, Among Us champion. Excellent 4-star. For a 4-star, I do really like to use Susuro. Recommend her to everyone. But that design is really not that great. And that skin, the beach skin, Jesus Christ. Do I bring you down into the C tier? Is it bad enough that it goes down into the C tier? Let me think. I just really don't like the art, honestly. I just don't like the art at all. I think your art is less interesting than Earth Spirit. You're gonna go down there. I'm sorry. You're going all the way down there, Susuro. I recommend you to everyone, but man, is your art kind of crap. Okay. Let's do the weak 6 stars. Mystima, Siege, Skadi. We'll do Skadi Ultra at the same time. And am I missing anyone? No. All right. We'll do these 4 6 stars over here. Mystima, I love her design. I love the theme of Mystima. I love her kit and all that. But she's just really weak. However, she's a pretty cool looking character. So I do want to put her up higher. I think, honestly, Mystima, you're in... It's starting to get pretty crowded in the A tier, but I think you're honestly... Even though you're kind of in the middle, I sort of see all of these as pretty high A tier. Then there's Siege, who I think has a really cool design. It's a shame her kit is not that cool. I kind of see it being as similar to Texas. Maybe Siege might get cooler with future story. But I'm going to put Siege next to Schwartz over here. I like her design, I just wish she was stronger. Especially because I have her on multiple accounts. So, now the Skadis. Now for me, Corrupt Skadi, I absolutely love. I love Corrupt Skadi. I think the sound effects, the spell effects, the voice, the live 2D, just her art in general, her abilities, absolutely awesome. So Corrupt Skadi's minimum S tier. How high in the S tier? Does she even go to S+? I don't think so. I'm gonna put her right there. Right there. I think she goes second from the top in the S tier. Now, regular Skadi, I don't think is that awesome. And in fact, regular Skadi, to me, doesn't even make it into S tier. I think she's in the A tier for sure. She's towards the lower end of A tier, to be honest. I think Corrupt Skadi is way more interesting. All the interesting story and all that was attached to Corrupt Skadi. So, we're going to do it like that. Okay, let's get rid of a bunch of 5 stars next. We'll do Blue Poison, Poisson, Maya, Firewatch. Let's do Whispering as well. And Akafu. Let's do all of you at once. So the Crab Girl is actually quite cool. She has... I like her art, and her kit is kind of interesting, though not that great. But she's pretty solid. I like her design. The samurai design is kind of cool. I think she's going to go up here with Lava Altar. Firewatch is one of my favorite 5 stars. She doesn't have the most amazing visual design though, but her abilities are quite cool. I do like her voice work. I'm going to put her at the bottom of A tier. Maya is personality and such is more interesting than Scene, but she's still not that interesting, so I'm going to just kind of put you up around here. Blue Poison is a more interesting character, so she'll be somewhere in A. And Croissant is a bit... I actually kind of see her similar to Durna, so I'll put them next to each other. Blue Poison... where do I put you? I think Blue Poison is probably going to go next to Reed. Yeah. Yeah, I think Blue Poison a little bit higher is good. Okay, we're starting to narrow down. Let's get rid of a bunch of 4 stars. Podenko, Ambriel, Beanstalk, Gummy, T-Pose, and I think that's all the 4 stars. Okay. Roberta is really fun. She's got a great personality. She's basically similar. She's really similar to Hyobi and Saga in energy. I do quite like her, so she's definitely going into the A tier. Though I don't put her as high as Kyobi. I think I put her in the Pinecone Myrtle area. Yep, I see her that way. Podenko is... Oh, hang on, I forgot Whispering over here. Whispering actually has a really cool design. Whispering I'm going to put next to Sailor. I like her design, though she's lower down because her personality is not as strong. And she's got some a nice skin as well. Podenko's really sweet. She's a really good 4 star. I'll put her next to Haze. I like her kind of on the same level as Haze. Ambriel, actually I'll probably put Ambriel right next to you as well. Then we've got Gummy, and we've got Beanstalk. Now, you would think I'd find Gummy really annoying, but I don't find her that annoying. I think she's more energetic than annoying. I'm going to put her next to May. I find May and Gummy to be kind of similar in that sense. Now, Beanstalk, easily one of my favorite 4 stars. I love her kit. I love her design. But I don't know if she deserves the A tier. I think I'm just going to put her high B tier. I'll put you there. Okay. We're starting to narrow it down. Let's do another bunch of 5 stars. Right. Stesia. You. Aesthesia has so many amazing skins. So many amazing skins, such cool art. Honestly, like, visually, Aesthesia is an easy S tier. Honestly, an easy S tier in visual design. Now, her personality and her kit and all that are not as interesting, but her visual design is so strong that it does really shoot her up. I'm going to put her up there in the S tier. Aurora, I'm not a huge fan of. To be honest, I know there's most people probably like her a lot more than I do. I'm actually just going to put her down over here, around the middle of B tier. Project Red, one of my favorite 5 stars. I like her killer personality. And I love the fact that it named her after CD Projekt Red, being a white wolf, you know, Witcher 3 and all that. It's a really cool name. And that she walks on walls. She definitely deserves to go somewhere in A tier. Honestly, I think I like her. Yeah, I like her a little bit more than Spectre. Roughly similar to Spectre. Alright, then we've got Adriana, the forgotten Abyssal Hunter. I'm not a massive fan of her, but I think she's kind of cool enough to go in the upper end of B. I think her skin improves her. I like her skin animation as she builds her rifle. Right, so now we've got Mama Cruz. Now, Mama Cruz, the question is, where does she go in relation to regular Cruz? Do we do higher? Do we do lower? Is it worthy of going S+? There's a lot of S+s, but you see, I am not swayed by the crowd at all. Because what I think is 100% factual. So, I do like her a bit more than regular Cruz. I think they've given her a bit more character. The question is, where does she go? I don't think she goes S+, to be honest. I like her there. I think it's perfect. I think high S tier is where I put her. Now, Meteorite. Excellent unit to have on your account, especially if you don't have W. But what does Meteorite have, everyone? What's wrong with Meteorite? Look at that face. Same artist, same hideous art. Now this art is quite cool, the background, but it's not that great. When you compare it to other E2 arts that have like this big explosive background, this is not as detailed or done as well as the other ones. And then there's this one which makes her look like, why is she like super blushing or anything like that? It's just weird. And it looks definitely better than the default, but man, it's not that big. Does she go down there with Franca? Honestly, I don't think so. I think she goes up there with Skyfire. I sort of put her in the same tier as Skyfire. I just don't know why all the faces are so ugly. Like, it's just, the art is awful, and they've got the same face. It's just same face in syndrome in actual animation anime is bad enough, but on still art you can't do something more than that. Look at Meteorite's left arm. What about it? I do think she does look a bit better than Liskarm, especially because at least the E2 art and the skin look much nicer. Okay. Next one's right. We're almost at the end. Let's do Amia and let's do Black Knight. Now, Amia is the protagonist. I don't think her design is that great, to be honest. And I don't think she's that interesting. She's got that kind of bland protagonist personality where she just is kind of nothing. You know, you would think that considering how much involvement she has in the story, she would have the most, you know, a lot more stronger personality. So, I don't know. I think, but she's not that bad. I think maybe like the very bottom of A. And most of that is carried by the fact that she has more screen time than all the others. If she wasn't like a major character, without all that screen time, she'd definitely be way lower down. Black Knight, I really like her design. I actually like her design more than Beanstalk, and they're all the same type. She also does this sleepy personality thing better than Silence, without sacrificing her complete personality. So I think she's kind of interesting. I'll put her over there. And the little piggy is adorable. Absolutely adorable. Okay, we're nearing the end. All right, let's do Snake Girl Eunectes in honor of the event. Eunectes, I'm not the biggest fan. I think the mech is the coolest thing about her. Eunectes, you're gonna go somewhere in this B area. Higher end of B, but I don't know. For me, I'm not seduced by the booba. Unlike you guys, I'm not seduced by the booba. I don't think the E2 art is that cool. The E2 art should have been more about the mech. And yes, B for boob. B for booba. Foundso, I think if you want to time out somebody, you have to say who you want to time out. And one of the mods will do it for you. You can always just save it until later. Alright, we're nearing the end. Should we do some more controversial ones? Or... No, since I did some controversial ones, actually Lancet's kind of fun. If we're going to do Lancet because she's a girl, Lancet has very much the similar personality to me as like Gummy. I kind of see her like around this area. She's kind of fun, but not that crazy. I do wish they would use the robots a bit more. Although in the Closure Secret Files, she's fun over there as well. So maybe she deserves to go higher. And yes, and in the Great Chief story as well. Okay, Lancer's going to go into A, and I think she's going to go above Amia. Okay, let's do some positive ones. We'll do Shining. Don't have Shining. You're not the most powerful operator in the game. But man, is your design awesome. You're definitely going into S tier. Now the question is, where in the S tier? And I think you go above Mudrock in the S tier for me. I think she's really cool. If we get like a Shining Alta, you could probably expect S plus tier, honestly. I think Shining is awesome design. And if you are one who is horny for the booba, she does have the best beach skin. Okay, next, Weedy. I actually quite like Weedy. I think she has like that that sort of shy, introverted personality done right, where it doesn't make her come across as weak and annoying. Like she isn't incompetent. That's the thing. What I hate is incompetence, and a lot of like shy characters, they make them completely incompetent and just irritating. So I actually really like Weedy. Does she go in the S tier though? I don't think so, because looking at some of the high A's, I think the design is a bit better. She is an absolute sweetie, and I do like her. I do like all her, her gadgets and the water cannon, the little turret, and the little drone that she's got around. I do like that. I think I'm actually going to put her into the high end of A, to be honest. I do quite like that. Okay. Should we do another controversial or another positive one? Let's do another positive. We'll do Galatia. Lady Maria. Now, Lady Maria is a potential S+ tier. Because A, her art is awesome. B, her abilities look cool. The giant vortex. Her story's interesting as well. She's got a great voice. Oh. Honestly, Lady Maria, she goes up into S+, to be honest. I think between her voice, her art, her story, her personality, the abilities, and she's got a, in terms of power, her kit is great. I can easily put her into S+. All right, Aya, aka the better Angelina. You must protect the Aya. Absolute sweetie pie. She's really sweet. I like her personality. Her tragic story is really rough. Her spell effects are awesome. I love the fire effects. I love how she basically turns into the avatar when you activate skill 3. So she's definitely S tier, but I don't think she's high S tier for me. I think I put her like right there. Right there. She's one of the few characters where like the character being sweet for me actually is a positive, because with a lot of characters, when they try to make them cutesy, you get dunked down here, as you can see here. The dunk tier. Yes, her skin gives her the run animation on the beach, which is great. All right, we're down to one final row. There's a lot of good operators left, but there's a couple that just don't deserve much love. We'll do Ling, because Ling is the final dragon sister. Now I've said all the dragon sisters are in S tier. The question is, where does she go in S tier? I actually like Ling more than Nian, but I don't like her more than Dusk. I think Ling goes here. So it's like high S tier, mid S tier, low S tier. That's the order. Finalized, locked in, no discussion. Pure facts. Next meme. Do you want something controversial or do you want something positive? As we come down to the final 10-ish. Controversial. All right, let's go. Saria. Despite everything that I put to trying to get her, and then my absolute joy at getting her from recruitment, I don't find Saria as a character or as a design to be that great. Now, she's not bad, but people absolutely love her. I think her kit is way better than her design. Her skins are kind of cool, but it still doesn't improve her character that much. So for me, Saria is an A tier operator, and it's kind of there. She's like regular Skadi for me. And honestly, if she didn't have her skins, if Saria didn't have her skins, she'd probably be B tier for me. Genuinely, I'd put her down in B tier without her skins. That's it, locked in, finalized, done. Pure facts. Next meme. All right, somebody asked for Ifrit. Ifrit is Angry Anime Girl number 53. I think they put a lot of work into Saria's skins because her base art was not that interesting. Now, the thing about Ifrit is she's a great operator in terms of her kit, and I like using her. I like the Ifrit tile and all that. But her design and her personality is a little grating. And so she doesn't go into S tier, honestly. Now, is she better than Saria? I think she's a little bit better than Saria, to be honest. She goes there. Yes, Saria does remind me of Psychonauts. But yeah, Ifrit, she doesn't go that high. And honestly, like, over time, she may even drop, because the more I use her, the more I have to listen to her voice, which isn't the greatest thing ever. All right, let's do another one. Depression Cat. Depression Cat has a great story. I love... Yes, Seva. Yes. Depression Cat, she's got an interesting story. I love her abilities. Her abilities are really awesome. Just the giant, just things falling from the heavens and just orbital bombardment. Very cool abilities. But the actual character herself, her visual design to me is not the most amazing thing. So she's an A tier, but I think I kind of put her below Chen. I like her, but she's no Aya, you know, in terms of like their, you know, must protect. All right, let's get rid of the final little one. Now the thing about Suzu is that when I first started, I absolutely hated her. And I kind of regretted, for a long time, I regretted rolling, like, because it was her and Exia that I started with. I regretted keeping her because she's got that cutesy anime voice, which I generally don't like. However, in this case, it does kind of fit her personality. We'll do the male characters another time. There'll be more discussion for the male characters because for the most part, they're more interesting. She's got that kind of annoying anime voice, cutesy anime girl voice, but it fits her personality. And at the very least, unlike someone say like Mouse, she's not whiny. And so her actual character she's a lot stronger of a person than someone like Mouse. You know, she's a kid, but you could tell that she's doing her best and she's actually putting effort. She's not whiny. She's not a little bitch about it. So the personality is really good. I like her kit. I like the avatar state skill 3, where she just goes, you know, transcends. That's really cool. You know, so, and she's got some pretty cool art, like, you know, with the fox in the background, and her Lord of the Flies skin is kind of good. She's basically the opposite of Mouse, is the short version of what I'm saying. So, now the thing is, I don't put her into S tier. I don't put her into S tier because visually she's still not the greatest. But I still think she's kind of cool. So I'm going to put her... Where do I put her? This upper A tier is really crowded, if I'm entirely honest. I'll put Suzu over there, just below Project Red. Honestly, like, half of the A tier is basically all the same rank. If you basically split the A tier in half, they're all upper A tier. There's too many. Okay, so we're done with Suzu. Right, we're narrowing down to a bunch of real fan favorites over here. Let's pick one of the most popular operators in the game, W. So W, to me, is basically the better version of Ifrit. She's got that sort of aggressive personality, similar to Ifrit, but the voice actress has actually tempered it a bit more, which has given a more interesting character. And the fact, you got the whole villain story to it. I like the cockroach memes and all that. It's quite fun. She easily, like, in terms of actually using the character, she easily has some of the strongest personality when you're actually using her as a character. So for me, W is definitely S tier. Now, where to put her in the S tier? Honestly, I think she might be quite high. Right there. Right there. High S tier for W. Her personality, her kit is really fun to use. I think she's just got this great energy, and they really managed to pull off having like a sort of villainous character who's not quite that evil. That you can totally believe that she would join your side. She's not like overly aggressive like Ifrit. She's not annoying. I genuinely really like using W, and I like the fact that they didn't pull a Warcraft on her and turn her into a total pansy when she joins your side. She's still got that same sort of energy of when she was a villain. They haven't gone a full Warcraft redemption story crap on her. So, yes, W is really fun. And a big part of it is the fact that I actually got her on my alt account and from properly using her. Okay. Who next? Alright, so people have asked for Surta. Okay. Surta. Awesome skill, like spell effects and flaming swords and all that stuff. That stuff is automatically cool. She's also based on a great myth as well. There are only a couple of things about Surta that I don't like. And the question is it enough to drop her down a tier? Two things I don't like. A, I don't like the sound effect of her skill 3. I don't know why it sounds too much like a bonk. Why is it so bonky? And the second thing I don't really like is I'm not a big fan of the fact that she's wearing like a sundress type thing. I would have liked something that's a bit more combat orientated. Like, this is fine as a skin. This is completely fine because it's meant to be streetwear. But this, I was kind of hoping for something a bit more like Nerle, in a sense, where you got someone who's a bit more combat, built for combat. But outside of that, I think she's got her voice is great. I like her character. They've managed to similar to W. They've managed to pull off a pretty hard character archetype to do well, of the the more subdued, more reserved type, and not have her be just completely nothing. And she's got all the weird story stuff to her, so I do kind of like that. But it's not, if she had a stronger personality like W, I could definitely see her being way up there. But I think she's probably like I'm either thinking high A or bottom S. And I do really like her base design, like the horns, the red hair, just the actual look of her is quite good. Honestly, I think I'll put her at the very bottom of S. The main thing I would want for her is I just want like a bit more. She's got really good presence, but I would like her to have a bit more energy. A bit more energy would be good, even as a more subdued character, like for instance, like Dusk, for example. Dusk basically sort of does the searcher thing a little bit better in terms of that archetype. Is Justice Knight a girl? I thought Justice Knight was a guy. Okay, we're coming down to the final few. Let's keep it simple. Let's do Calcet. It's a female robot. All right, we'll do Justice. I actually don't really know Justice Knight that well, so we'll just put you. Robots are usually always great, so I'll just put you over there next to Beanstalk. I'm going to assume you're a little bit like that. All right, the ex-wife. Now, the ex-wife, Calcet. Great story. She's one of the few characters in the story who's actually interesting to read about. I really liked A Walk in the Dust. Monster is awesome. I love the design of the kit. I like the way the character is tied to Monster. The way it all works. Her little animations as well. Her base animation when you tap her and she just pulls out the giant syringe and threatens to shoot you. That's great. She's got some great voice lines. Great dialogue. Great voices. You know, easy S+ tier. Easy S+ for me. Okay. Let's do Blaze. The Firecat. Awesome chainsaw. Well, I like her abilities. I like her personality. She's got really good, like, leader presence. You know, team leader presence. They've managed to pull that off. Her art is awesome. You know, and then even if you like, if you like the music one as well, and a bunch of people obviously obsessed with her unobtainable beach skin as well. I think she's great. I'm gonna put her definitely into S tier. I think she'll go probably right there, right in the middle of S tier. If you read the story of Gavial Great Chief, you'll see she's got a beach skin. Yeah, Blaze is just really fun. Like, she's just a fun person, fun character, full of life, energy, joy. You know, really counteracts Mudrock quite well. Counterbalances Mudrock. Okay, we're down to the last three. 1, 2, 3. We'll do Blemishine first. Whoops. Actually, let's just move all you up to A tier. We'll do Blemishine first. She's the other Nerle. And now, I like her more than regular Nerle, but I don't like her as much as Radiant Nerle. Love her personality, love her energy, love her kit, the look of her abilities, the look of her art, her voice, tons of great stuff to her. And the more I borrow her, and the more I use her in like handholds and stuff, the more I want to get her. And I'm hoping I can pull for her in the upcoming banner. Because even if she's not the best, she's still a great operator, and I love her personality. And I just love her style. Love her energy. So she's in the upper end of S tier, because she's got to be above Nerle. The question is, how high up does she go? I think I like her more than W. Probably more than Cruz. I don't think I like her more than Skadi, Corrupt Skadi though. For me, I love the horror aspect of Corrupt Skadi. There might be some swapping around later on. We may have to do a little bit of swapping. I think, actually, Corrupt Skadi is going to go at the top. And then Blemishine, and then Nightingale. I think that's going to be it. Like that. Yes. I've decided. We're swapping this. And yeah, I absolutely love the fact that, they fully geared her out. And she just looks built for the part, which is really cool. Right. We've got 2 left. Salic and Palace. Now, we'll just move them up to the top. We've got them in the middle of the screen. We've got these last 2. Jeanne d'Arc. First, she's based on one of my favorite historical characters. Second, she's not as ugly as the FGO Jeanne d'Arc. Third, she's a Hydra. Hydras are awesome. Her art is just so good. I love her E1, and then even the E2 is really good. Like, this is I think it's a good example of when you do an E2 art and it's like, because usually the E2 arts are either like kind of dull or like a big explosive art. And the explosive arts are really cool. But I like how this one's something a bit different. They've gone for a bit more relaxed. It's done sort of in the style of a skin. But it's her, just her default E2. So for me, I also like her, I like her kit. I like just the way she works, the mechanics and all that. Great voice. There's only one slight negative, and there's one of the sound effects on one of her abilities just sounds a little off. It's just not quite right. But it's a very minor detail. So she's definitely going into S+. Now, the question is, where does she go? In the S+ tier. I like her design more than Calcit, but Calcit is a more interesting character. I think she's fine right there. The S+'s are all, they're all just, top tier. So, that leaves us with Palace. Now, there's obviously the meme of more DPS than Thorns, which is just hilarious. People who quote this one video somehow think Palace is amazing. A thoroughly low-end mid-tier 6-star. I don't like the rose on the head. I think it's kind of dumb. I'm not a fan of the art in general. If we just look at the art, let me just go into detail. The one thing she has going for her is the personality. Palace's personality is great, but the art, I'm not a fan of the horns. It looks like a nun's veil thing that's sort of just not attached properly. It doesn't flow well with the hair. They could have at least made the hair the same color. The rose thing is a bit too goofy for me. I like the chain whip, and I like the personality. That's it. That's really it. She does not have a butterface. She's just putting on an expression. The other ones, that's their default face. This is she's putting on like a drunk, smug-looking thing. The background of her E2 art is really cool, but the character just doesn't look that great to me. Her kit is also not very interesting. She's not very powerful. Honestly, you drop all the way down to here. Right there. All the way down there. She kind of goes into the upper end of B tier. That's it. Palace, that's where you deserve. I just don't find her, to be that interesting at all. Right. So, double check to make sure we got all the female characters done. My god, look how few male characters there are in this game. There's like nobody. Her skin is kind of cool, but it's not that great. So the male characters will be another time. Let's have a look and see if there's anything that I disagree with. Bubble, no, you are still the absolute worst unit in the game. Bina, you are second worst. Catapult, yes, yep. I think Popcar's not as bad as those. And I think Franca is not as bad as those. And I think Catapult is not as bad as you. Right. This is locked in. I'm okay with this. Click, yes, you're really annoying. Your art sucks. Your kit may be good, but my god. I do not like you. Liscam, bad art all around, even though I use you a lot. Tamimi kind of creeps, still default art creeps me out. The skin is quite nice. I might actually put Tamimi higher than Skyfire. Meteorite, love using you. Love using you, but I just don't have to look at you. Hibiscus, yep, that's all good. That's all good. I think she's probably a bit more interesting than these. Yeah, no, she deserves to be higher than this. We'll go up to there. And probably you up to there. Felinic, no, Felinic's more interesting than this. We'll move Felinic up to there. Trash Panda as well. I think you can go up. Most of these are really just like kind of more on the forgettable side, or just the bland. Like once you start getting up in this range over here, it's kind of bland. April is quite far down because her art is just so bad. I think she may have the worst art in the game. No, Bee Hunter's still worse. Bee Hunter's art's just the worst. Scavenger, Acid Drop is kind of cool, how she skates around in the base. These, I could put them in any order, I don't really care. Durin I actually kind of like more than this. I think Durin, you can come up to here. No, the rest of you are fine. Aurora, you're really fun to use with Gnosis, but you're just not that interesting. Derna, at this point, from this area over here, you're kind of all the same. Like, you can put these really in any order. They're all kind of similar. Maybe these are more towards the top. Aichetto I actually like more than B tier. She was the first 6-star in the B tier. I think she needs to move up into A. I do like her more than that. Where does she move to, though? I think I put her just below Gravel. And actually, I like Gravel more than Shaw. So Gravel's going to go up there. And actually, I like Gravel more than Provence. And more than Hoshiguma. And more than Black Knight. Gravel goes over here. Actually, you know what? No, I like Gravel even more than all this. Right, Gravel, you can go there. Any other movements? Firewatch. I actually kind of like Firewatch more than you guys. You can go over there. And Asbestos, you're also kind of more interesting, so you can go up there. Maybe Lancet too. You can move up there. These are mainly being carried by, more so by the art than the character. Ifrit, do I like you that much? You know, I actually don't think I like Ifrit as much as these. Yeah, I'll put Ifrit below Warfarin. That's fine. T-pose, yep. Pinecone. Pinecone as an operator, I like it. You know, I like Pinecone S tier as playability. But on balance, she's in A. Rosmontis, Chen, Maggie. Yep, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. That's all good. Gobi and Meteor. Do they stay in that order? Yeah, that's fine. All right, now we come to the S tier. This is where I might need to move some things around. Does Texas deserve to stay in the S tier? She was the edge case at the start. Let's maybe start from top to bottom. Okay. Skadi, yes. Yep, I'm fine with all this. Oh, and there's also Exia. Does Exia deserve to stay up there? I think Exia is not as interesting as all of you. Yeah, no, Exia comes down a bit, but I don't think she falls out of S tier. No, I think the rest of you are fine. And I'm okay with Serta being over there. But does Texas drop out? Actually, an easy way to think about it is how much do you like Texas in relation to Exia? I do like Exia more, so Exia definitely would be higher. No, I think Texas is fine over there. Does Serta stay there? No, I think it's okay. I think Serta's okay over there. Alright, S plus tier. Is Radiant Nerle the number one? Because we didn't actually move any of these around. I do think Salix staying as number 5 is okay. I do think Lady Maria over Calcit. The question is, do they stay like this? Do I like Ash more than Radiant Nerle? That's the question. This is the final decision. Does it go like that, or does it go like that? No, I think it stays like that. This is it. I've locked it in. Right. This is the definitive tier list. No discussions, no opinions, only fact. Final meme. It's not really going to fit in a screenshot, although I suppose I could zoom out. It's not going to fit. Alright. There we go. That's the best I can make it fit. Because unfortunately you can't stretch it out, which is really dumb. There's a save image option below. Hang on. Here we go. Save download. Download image. Oh, you have to log in. Right, I'll log in later and I'll save it afterwards. Or can I just click download? Or you can just right click and save as. No, I think you don't have to. I'm not sure if it's letting... Oh, here we go. Just save file. There we go. Alright. Saved. And I'll upload it later. Yeah, no, there's no way I would register to a site like this. I guarantee it's full of trash. So there we go. That's the tier list done. Are you unhappy that I put Angelina all the way down here? Too bad. Now, I'm actually going to post this in the... what we should do is I'm going to post this in the Discord, and then people can... people are free to post their own in response. Like, put your own tier lists or whatever. Because I know people love to participate in this thing. You can do the whole thing, like, you know, as much as I did. You can do just the 6 stars, or you can even just do your favorites or whatever if you don't want to do that much. But yeah, we'll do something in the Discord with this. I'll post my my thing there to start it off. Kafka in C. Yeah, Kafka honestly was almost lower, to be honest. Weedy was almost an S tier. Almost. Very close. Like, the upper end of here, they're almost S tier over there. Over time, things might shift. But yes. So this is it. Okay. Now, we were going to do the anime thing today, but this went a lot longer than I thought, so we're going to save it for another time. Because there'll be a pretty big discussion for that over there, so we'll do that another day. And the reason we can't really wait is because some people need some Arknight stuff done. This is, I believe, the last opportunity for some handholds. So can one of the mods do... Can one of the mods open up handholds / reviews? Account reviews. If we do account reviews, anyone who wants an account review, it's going to be a quick one. Like, the account review will be quick.